Good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Satchel POV.
Yes.
I am a lovely wife with the big hair today.
Come on
Sheila,
here.
come
Yes,
on.
she cute.
Always
Okay.
cute, huh?
I ain't gonna lie to myself like that.
I think
So
you always cute. Fine. Take the compliment. Take the
I'm gonna
compliment.
take that compliment. I'm gonna take it. But let's be honest, ladies. We ain't always looking.
They woke up like this, huh?
They lying. They lying. They're lying. You do not wake up like this, okay?
Some people do. Okay.
If you do, you got a serious team with you, okay?
And we got also our other co-host, very important part of the show. We have my sister Veronica, aka Ronnie. Welcome,
The
welcome, welcome.
government, the government.
Yeah, the government. The government comes
I'm
out every now
sorry. I just like it so much. All right, I'm gonna do that.
and then. But we want to welcome you to another edition. This edition is number 13.
That's right. That's right.
Some people feel like
Yes.
it's lucky, some people feel like it's unlucky. So why not do the good, the bad, and the ugly? This is going to be a interesting conversation tonight. And but we do want to welcome you to the Satchel POV. For those who have not been here before, we do want to let you know that we talk about marriages, relationships, kids, and everything in between. And my lovely wife Sheila is going to tell you what you should do to keep up with us.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Do us a favor. We want you to hit the like button. We would love for you to hit the share button. And for those of you who are watching us on YouTube, you're going to want to subscribe and hit that notification
Yes.
bell so that you don't miss a moment when we go live. Good evening. I see my mother in law, our mother in law, is here.
Hey, mom.
We thank you.
I was about to say
Thank
that's my mama.
Yes,
That's how my
that's
mother.
I wasn't talking about you,
I'm
okay?
just saying.
I'm talking about me and Ronnie. Okay. Okay. So good evening. So good to have you with us. And so you guys, we want y'all to share this with someone. Invite somebody to come in right now. We got some good stuff we're gonna talk about tonight. So that's what y'all can do. Also, we just want to put it out there. We are not professionals.
Huh?
We are just simply sharing our opinion and our point of view with you. We are not licensed professionals by any means. We are not saying that you should take what we say as
It's for entertainment
it's
purposes.
for entertainment purposes. Okay, we just like to have a little conversation. All right. So
With that being
with that
said,
being said, we gonna get it in.
so we're going to start with hot topics.
I
And
don't want to call. I
what?
don't know yet, but y'all,
Jesus.
we need a name for what?
Go ahead.
We need a name. I mean, because I just feel I don't know. Hot topic gives me, a little WW vibe. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know. What's
And
WW vibe?
I think I got it.
Ronnie, thank you. So
Somebody text me or something. 'Cause I'm
It's
not going
up
to see
later.
okay. So I just want to come up with another name for our quote unquote icebreaker, if you will. We like to start off with I don't want to say
current events.
current event sounds so senior. I'm sorry, guys.
What
I don't
the
even know how.
heck? Okay.
We just
This is how we starting today. All right.
hey. Can we talk?
Go
I've
ahead.
been waiting for this. Okay,
I can see you just.
y'all make sure y'all say something in the comments. I've been waiting to
Oh
have a
my God.
conversation.
Oh gosh.
I got my energy coming back because I was down for a few days, and I'm just glad
Oh
to be
man.
able to sit and talk with y'all. So hello,
So since I
because
can't call it.
I've been in the bed.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
glad to
glad.
be out the bed.
I'm glad.
I would say I talked to you earlier, so yes,
So okay.
Jeez.
you got some energy.
All right. I don't know what to call it now. So in the news, how about that? Does that
I feel
work for
like we
now?
should have a ticker running on
Oh
like
gosh.
CNN or something like.
Jesus.
Okay, let's go. So,
Go ahead. Bring it up.
huh?
You
I hope I say her name right. So basically, the first topic we're gonna get into. Have y'all heard about this? Jess Hilarious. Her response to the transgender community. Am I saying this properly?
That sounds all right.
Her response to the transgender community when they put a comment. Someone put a comment out there, pretty much just saying that natural born women, they are to be identified as a cis woman, and then
They don't own
they don't.
womanhood.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, natural born women don't own womanhood. How do y'all feel about that? I listened to it, and I really I felt like it was a little attackish because I mean,
On what on package to who?
as a woman, it is a little offensive, especially like you know. I guess I'm kind of like if nobody's nobody like they have rights. You know what I mean? So I'm not completely current on everything, but the transgender community, and I understand, they have rights or what have you. But I feel like when it gets to a place when you try to take the rights of others, it just to me it just seems a little bit like bullying or what have you, because you know I don't know, like when do we get to a time where it's just like, are you a natural born woman? Are you a
Trans.
transgender? Like it's just so many different identities out there now, and it's just really really challenging because I'm just like, I guess yeah. So I'm a natural born woman, and
But you can't say that because that offends people.
what? But that's who I am. Like that is so strange to me because it's like that's who I am. You know what I mean? That's what I was created to be. That's how
Right.
I came out. And I'm not knocking anybody else for their, your lifestyle choice. Your lifestyle choice is your choice. But my thing is, you just don't knock me for being who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
Right.
you ain't gotta like, don't come from the for the women. Like we've had enough challenges over the years as it is. We don't, we don't need another. You know what I mean? Especially like right now, you've got a lot of female empowerment going. Just doing a lot of great things, and now it's just like, oh well, it just seemed like, well, let's just take this from them. Like I'm just saying, we want a seat at the table too.
Well, I think they want to be included now. So, Ronnie, I'm going to take a step back a little bit because I'm not a woman. But
Right.
so how do you feel about the whole trans woman thing? How they want to be included as being recognized as real women? I guess is a better way to say it. I know that that's going to sound bad, but
Right. Well, my thing is, I don't have an issue of how anybody wants to be identified, wants to be treated. My issue comes into play when it's like almost trying to like attack
That was my thing.
real women, or
Like
it's like the treatment that you're asking to not happen to you is how I feel like it's
that's
coming
my
back
thing
at
too. Yes,
women. And that's my only issue. Like you don't have to strip us of who we are
right.
for you to be seen. We can all
Right.
be seen together.
That's what I'm saying too. I was like, I don't understand why they're coming, you know, for
Right.
the win. Like
And it's been constant. This is just the new part. It was a time where a statement was made that we couldn't be considered, we weren't considered mothers. We were just birth givers or givers of birth or something like that. And I was just like, what?
see,
that's very
I've been
odd.
trying to stay out of the conversation a little bit, but I, I know this is it's not. There's no way to say it. I'm just gonna say it. You have the original, and then you have man-made women. I just say it sounds bad, but it just is what it is. Either you're original or you were made. You're either were born with ovaries and everything else that comes with it, or you was born a man with a penis, and that's what it is. Like now, if you choose to transgender, like transform your gender, that's up to you. But you're not original, and that doesn't mean. And just because we say that doesn't mean we don't like you, that we hate you, that we're homophobic, transphobic,
It's
nothing like that.
It's not anything
It's
like that.
just truth. Either you're the original or you're not. Like, but when somebody calls you out on that, now you have an issue. Now you have a problem.
Because my thing is,
Right.
like, what happened to just equality for just like all human beings? Period. Like, why do
Right.
we still?
And to be honest, nobody is calling out the transgender women. There's nobody. It's just all these attacks on women. Like, we don't even have to be mentioned. Like I said, we all can exist. Most people have no issue. And now when I say most people have no issue with how nobody decides to live their life.
Right. I mean, because it's your choice. I'm kind of just like, it's your choice. Do you? And I'm gonna do me, and we gonna be all right. Like, I don't, because I mean the clip, the transgender female was talking pretty strong, and I was just like, I mean, why I gotta be all that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what did somebody do to you? But I do think that just hilarious. I think her response was fair. She was very raw. She was very harsh, but she was feeling real strong about her position because it's almost like, you know, there's no need to try to take us out of our position. Um, I was also listening to the rest of the interview when there was an interview with someone who was gay, who's a part of that community, and even he said that this is not good representation because everybody doesn't feel this way. It's just a small portion, but it's bad because it reflects on the whole community, and it'll cause people to think that it's everyone, and he's like, it's not everybody. So everybody does. I will say that everybody doesn't think that way. It's just a small portion of that
And
community.
that portion is loud. Um,
Yeah.
but I get it. I'm just saying it's some things is just science, and you were born a certain way you were, and so somebody and I thought it was a great analogy. They said if you put 10 trans women and 10 men on an island, and you come back over years, you're gonna see 20 dead men's bones in the ground. But if you put 10 women and 10 men on that island, you're going to come back and see a community. Because at the end of the day,
It takes a
you
male and a
it takes a
female to
melon.
reproduce.
I'm sorry, you need an original because you can't reproduce. And now, granted, I'm pretty sure they're working on some science to add some ovaries and to add some kind of pouch for them to carry a baby. And if that's what you want to do, it's whatever. I don't I don't care. But you're still not a natural born woman at the end of the day. And so I just don't I guess my thing is it's just a little frustrating when people get upset with the truth. The truth is you weren't born that way.
But I kind of like what Ronnie said too, because it's just like, I like what Ronnie said when she was like, the rights that you're fighting for, but then it's like you kind of flip it, and now you're using those same tactics to, take the rights of others. And so I'm just like, I get it, because it's like that. You know what I mean? It's almost like,
I'm not even gonna mess with
I'm
that
not
because
even
that
gonna
was
go
stupid.
there, but it's not slavery. Okay.
Right.
Um, I definitely think that I think it's a way. There's got to be a way for it, a compromise or something. But I just don't think you have to attack another gender. Period.
Right. And that's my only issue.
Because you don't,
The attack.
you wouldn't want no one to attack you, and that's
Right.
so shouldn't be. But again, that's not everybody. There are some that there are people in that community who are very peaceful, very peaceable, and so
Some cool people. I'm
there's
cool
some cool people. From me, I'm just like, just treat each other fairly. That's all I'm saying.
across the board.
Right.
With that being said, talking about treating people fairly,
All right.
we're gonna get into the good, the bad,
Here
and
we
the
go.
ugly.
Here we go. I'm excited. Okay.
And so let's start it off
Let's start it off.
with this thing right here,
Oh God. The cell phone.
the cell phone. And so we didn't have this conversation many times, Ronnie. Uh,
Well, let's
but
throw the question out there.
the question is, what? How do you want to phrase
I'm
it?
just gonna keep it real. And
Is it
100.
okay to go through
Is
somebody?
it okay to go through your significant other's cell phone? Y'all put your answer in the comments.
Yes,
wait.
I want to see
I
the
wait.
answers.
we want to see your response. Is it okay to go through your
Yes.
significant other's cell phone? Is it okay? Do you feel like you should have that
Access.
liberty, that access?
Yeah.
So y'all let us know.
And no, I think we should let Ronnie start this one off.
We go okay. Let's just let.
Let,
Ronnie
let,
start.
let, I want to see what Ronnie got to say about that.
Here we go.
All right. So, my thing is, to me, I don't think it's okay to go through your significant other's phone.
Okay.
I'm more of a whatever you got is what you have in your phone. If you're doing something you don't have the business doing, it will come to light. I'm not going to go through your phone looking for anything because I feel like when you're already in that mindset, when you're going through the phone, anything in the phone will become an issue. And it don't even have to be inappropriate conversation or anything. It can be a simple hey from the opposite sex of your mate. And that's just, you already see a red when you're going through the phone. So now it's, who is this telling you hey?
Right.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So I just feel like anything is going to be a red flag because you're already looking for something. And you know what they say, when you go looking, you're bound to find something.
What you got?
Oh Lord.
Put
So
it
we
up,
go put it up.
Put it up. What we got? Read it to us, baby. What you got? What we got?
For y'all squad, I might as well buy my burial plot now. For me, my wife and daughter have my password. I'm an open book.
Exactly.
Okay, so we got another one. Yeah, I feel like I am an open book to my mate, so they should be an open book to me.
Ooh, see, that's different.
Okay,
That's
okay,
different.
okay, okay.
See, that's different because just because you're open book, you can't make somebody else be an open book.
Yeah.
So I see you got to change it up on me right now because that's like saying, "Oh, I cook for you, so you should cook for me."
Well,
No. Because I do something for you, you have to reciprocate because I did this.
now with the
Okay.
I just with the cooking piece, I do kind of that because I
Well,
feel like
if they can't cook, they can't cook.
but you can though.
I didn't say that. See, you taking it personal.
That's a close spot to the heart.
We're getting to the topic. So
but that's what you said.
No, that's what I'm saying, but catch what I'm getting to. My thing is, we're talking about the phone because my thing is, her statement was because she's an open book, he should be an open book.
Well,
and
listen to what the statement's saying. Though.
What's the statement saying?
Because she's saying, okay, pretty much she's just like, I'm an open book. Here's my phone. I have nothing to hide. Right.
Right. But expecting that from him as well.
I mean, but if I'm open with you, why is it not okay for me to expect you to be open with me?
But my thing is now that because you're expecting it, so when I say no, now it's an issue, and I have the right to my own privacy.
So, like, let's
see, y'all don't want to hear this tonight. Okay. Y'all don't
now, when he said it like that, that actually makes some sense.
And that's okay. So here's my thing. Now I will say this: if you, for the person who said it, I'm like,
Oh, come on, chime in, Diamond. I see you online. Chime in. Because I've been waiting to
Jamal
get
need to
this
chime in
happening
too.
all week.
oh my God. So here's my thing: if you now, unfortunately, everything ain't gonna be reciprocal. Now that's the that's and sometimes that's unfortunate because I feel like to me it sounds like the person is saying, "Hey, I'm open. You want to go through my phone or whatever you want to like, it's fine." You know what I'm saying? Now that's something I would say me and Jeff we had to work on. Now I'm free with my phone,
I don't care.
but Jeff don't like to look at my phone because he be like, "What is all of this?" I'm like, "This is my life." You know, hey,
Okay.
I'm a busy person. Okay. But then there was I would be times I would ask him for his phone and he would just be like, "Well, what you do?" Blah, blah, blah. You know, and it's just a whole lot of questions, you know. And I got to
What?
a place
Was that?
where
Hold on. Was that you mocking me? Like, was that? Is that
yes,
how,
yes,
that's how I sound.
yeah, that's I love you. Now, so um, so therefore, but finally it got to a place where I just be like, "Babe, I need your phone," and he would just be like, "Okay, here." You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know whether he felt like I wasn't looking for anything. Honestly, just got some apps on his phone that I don't have, and I was like, I need access, so I need to use the phone. Like honestly, y'all, I'm paying bills. But what I'm saying, for whatever reason, he just didn't like to let it go. But after a while, by and by, glory to God, he let the phone go.
Well, my thing is, I didn't have nothing to hide. My thing is, I be doing stuff on my phone, and then she be asking for it in the middle of me doing
Wait a
something.
minute, wait a minute.
So we got a lot of comments covered there though. But go ahead. What we got?
So we got one that says, when you go looking, that's when you find
I
something.
I agree. When you look for dirt, you're gonna find dirt. Tell you
Yes.
that right
Okay,
now.
but then we have another one that says if you have trust in each other, you shouldn't have to check that person's phone. So you shouldn't have to check that person's phone if y'all are trusting. Um,
I'm gonna come on that in a
so
second.
okay, the other one said, TJ, for real. Talking about Tino, I got a side piece. If it ain't white, it ain't right. I'm
You know what?
so
Nope, I ain't messing with that kid. Nope.
uh-uh,
See, you did that to yourself.
uh-uh, uh-uh. I ain't messing. I'm not.
They always
Okay,
tell us so we always start and stuff. Look at you.
that's right. I'm not.
My thing is this:
Um,
trust. Oh, I do want to go back to the whole trust piece. Uh,
I don't
I,
know.
I I love I love you, Mama. I have to disagree a little
I'm
bit.
very free with my phone with
I
Jeff.
Yeah, with me.
I don't like others
Yeah,
to
you're
pick
not
up
gonna
mine
you're not gonna get on my
because I got a lot of
personal stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
My thing is this: I don't think trust has anything to do with it.
Whether you think it's just a privacy thing.
My thing is this: so whether you're doing whatever you're doing, and I feel like this: if I have to go through your phone, I already don't trust you. So before it has nothing to do with looking, you already got the distrust in you. So it's not about trust because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you look through the phone, even if you don't find anything, that's not gonna take the distrust out of your heart. You still gonna feel like they're doing
Hold on,
something.
y'all. We're forgetting one piece.
What piece?
I think it's the response when you ask your significant other. Like if you be like, if I be like, "Hey, babe, can I use your phone real quick?" Their response, because some people will get real hostile with you.
No, because
No, no, no. They will.
I just go ahead. Go
And
ahead.
you disagree,
Go
but
ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
telling you what
Go
I
ahead.
think. Rodney, help me out. Some people, you ask them for their phone, they will get real hostile. Like some people are very
Some people are
Like they on
hostile.
attack. They've
True.
been attacked.
right.
True. No, that's is that suspicious? It is. But my thing is, just because I may be like, no, I don't want you to look at my phone. But as soon as I say no, now, oh, you must be hiding something. That's not true.
But I mean, could you provide? Don't you think it's like? Couldn't they provide more explanation?
No, my thing is, can I ask y'all a question? For the people who want to see the phone, why? Why do you need to see, like, why
I
do,
just told you why I
no,
wanted to see
but
your phone.
why do I have to? Because as soon as you say no, now it's a big issue. You ask the question, there's two options, yes or no. I chose no. Now you're upset.
You always the firecracker.
So as you can see, it takes a lot of grace and peace.
Don't do that. Don't do that. 'Cause you
I'm going what?
okay, we'll start. Go ahead. I'll let you have it. You got it.
Okay.
You got it. And you see, I'm just saying.
Well, who are you pointing at? What did what did you say? We're not doing that right now.
You started it.
Uh-uh.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So all I'm saying is this: depending on your situation, how long you've been in that situation, I'm just saying, I feel like the phone thing is not a big deal. It's just like if my phone rings, I am not gonna break my neck trying to get to that phone so that Jeff don't answer it. I mean, there's been days where I answer his phone.
Right.
Doggone it, I answer the phone that I'm closest to. Okay. And then one thing that first of all, we share the same passcode. So therefore, if
Don't tell people that.
wait, I ain't giving the numbers. I'm just saying.
Jeez,
Therefore, if
Louise.
he needs to access my phone, he can. If I need to access his phone, we can. We know each other's information because I'm like, you have to have. There has to be some level of trust or something.
Check it out. Boom. See, that's what I said. Bottom. Put it on the screen. Put it
But
on
no,
the
because
screen.
you're
That's exactly
asking.
what I said. And then what I
Because
said. What it say? What it say? What it say? Split. Read it out loud. Read it
it
loud.
says, if I'm told no, then I get the feeling that you're having something.
Exactly.
I understand that because it's like if I'm being open with you.
What?
Yes. Why is it why is it a
Then,
no?
then my thing is, then you're not asking me a question. You're telling me what to do.
No, nobody's telling you
No,
nothing.
no,
But
no. Because I don't have an
at
option.
the end of the day, there is a reason behind your no.
I don't want
It ain't a
to.
no because I don't feel like it.
So
You be real with yourself.
No,
Lies you
ma'am.
tell.
No, you tripping.
There is something
You
behind that no. Whether it
And-
is no trust, whether it's
Nah,
I ain't saying I'm not saying
no.
that person is hiding something.
Mm-mm.
They might not be hiding nothing at all, but you might not trust the person that you with. Let's just keep it 100. Now, in the past, for real, in the past, people I've dealt with in the past, they didn't get no access to my phone. I don't like you like that. That's real talk.
My thing is,
Like I said, no. There's something behind that no. But I'm not
no,
talking
I'm
about you in
not.
particular.
No, I'm just
I'm
saying.
just saying
If
that
I can't, if I don't have the option to say yes or no,
You have
then,
the-
no, I don't. Because my thing is, what y'all saying is, as soon as you say no, then it's already a red flag. That is not true.
I
You're
didn't
not
say-
asking. No, that's what you're saying. Because my thing is, that means I don't have an option. That means I have to give you my phone. No, that's controlling.
No.
No, y'all tripping, man. That's
every
stupid.
okay, hold on. Every answer has a consequence. Everyone has the right to say yes or no to a thing. If we say yes to a thing, there's a consequence. It could be good or bad. That depends on your perspective. If we say no to a thing, there's a consequence. There's always going to be a cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? And it could be good or bad. Just depends on your perspective. All I'm saying is, and generally speaking, when someone says no to something, there's probably a reason behind it.
It's a reason for it. Yes, there's a reason for it. No, but my thing is, just because I say no doesn't mean that like that's a red flag. Like
that something is being hidden.
But no, I'm not. See, I'm not saying that it's necessarily a thing of.
But you're saying I don't have an option to say no.
No, I'm not saying that. You do have the option to say no. I'm just saying when you do say no, take a minute and ask yourself, why is this a no for me? That's all I'm saying.
But my thing is, when you say yes, do you be like, "Why is this a yes for me?" No, it's only when
I absolutely do.
when you
No.
no,
Yes.
ma'am, don't
Yes,
do that.
When I say yes,
No,
listen. When I say yes to a thing, I'm thinking about my yes. Like, what did I just say yes to? And I'm going down the line. If I say no to a thing, I'm thinking about what's the cause and effect. That's real talk. It's like if somebody asks me to do something and I say no, I'm thinking about how that might affect me, whether it be negative, positive, or what have you. I think of all those things. Decision making. I don't just throw out a quick yes and a quick no. I got to think it through. You know what I'm saying? But you have the right to say no. Hear what I'm saying. You have the right to say yes. You have the right to say no, be it male or female.
but there's consequences for you saying no.
I mean,
That's what you're saying though.
life.
That's not life. That is not that's what I'm saying. Y'all, that's not being fair, yo. y'all are like I'm saying when I say
You're
y'all,
dividing my answer, but
I'm
my
not
answer.
answering. I'm not dividing
No,
your
you
answer.
are.
No,
Because you're
you're
looking
trying to
from
divide
a
your answer.
you're just coming from a male perspective.
I'm
I'm
not. I'm
saying
going across the board. It don't matter. I didn't say male or
but
female.
you just
I'm
said
saying
y'all ain't being fair.
yes, people in general. I said everybody who agrees with this is not being fair.
Yes, I get that. Some people will take that as a red flag, but you got to look at what. Hold on. When it comes to the relationship, you got to look at what that particular couple is dealing with. If they had insecurity in the beginning, then anything can. It's like triggers, babe. Hold on.
I didn't say nothing.
If
Go ahead. You've
they
been talking the whole time.
no, don't do that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, if there's been some rough patches in the relationship, then certain things can trigger you and cause red flags. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on where those two people are in their relationship. So if they had some rough patches, if they had some infidelity, if they've had some insecurities, or whatever the case may be, then something as simple as the phone could be a trigger in their relationship.
I
That's
get
all
that.
I'm saying.
I get triggers.
But you have the right, male across the board, you have the right to say no. But don't be surprised if that person comes back to you asking for you to explain the no. Okay.
And if my answer is because I don't want to, then what's it? That's not gonna
Now,
fly. That's not gonna fly.
but here's my thing. Now, are you saying that out of emotion, or is that truly
Are you
you?
asking to use my phone out of emotion? Like no, like we're not.
But wait, wait,
We're
wait.
gonna pick. We're picking apart the no. Nobody picks apart the yes. This is what I'm saying. So my thing is you really don't have an option. That's what I'm getting to. If you say,
The yes
hey,
option, based on what everyone is saying, the yes option is saying that it indicates trust. That's what I'm looking at the
that
comment,
is
baby.
that's not. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay.
Just because somebody lets you use your phone, don't mean they got trust. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of people who got two and three phones, and you got the good phone, and you can definitely look at the good phone all day. They either got another phone in their
Okay.
pocket, in their shoe, in
Yes,
their drawer,
there are a
at work,
lot.
in their car. Who knows? I don't know.
There are a
Don't
lot
don't
of
hold me back now. Let me talk.
there are a lot of ways to get done whatever you're doing. I'm not tapping into that because that's not my story. Um, all I'm saying is, hey, I'll just use us for an example. I can pick up this phone and it's not no big deal. But I have seen cases and I've seen instances where that wife go to grab that phone, and my God, it is like the volcano just erupted. You bet that person is
But
going
you
to
got to go back to what TJ said.
what is okay. Let me go back.
Right
Let
there.
me go back.
Go there.
Okay.
Go right there.
Okay.
Read it.
It said, all jokes aside, I thank God for growth. I just grew to understand trust. She helped me understand there's some private conversations that have to be kept private. I respect that. True. Now we don't do the I don't now let me say this. I don't go through no messages. Because that's I don't have time for that. I do not have time for that. If I'm like if Jeff look at my phone, sometimes I give Jeff my phone. I'll be like, babe, if I get a message, just let me know. Because I get tired of looking at it. But anyway, um, if I pick up Jeff's phone, it's usually for business purposes. It is I ain't got time to be scrolling through your messages. Look, if I gotta do all of that, why are we even doing this thing? Because that feels like another child, and he is not my child. Okay,
Lord knows.
I mean, we
Oh,
I could
ain't nothing
not.
old about me. Don't do that.
I
I
could
am
not
fine.
give birth.
I'm in
Okay,
prime condition.
yes,
God dang.
okay. You be fine.
But how you started off with you, we had to grow to get to that point
Yeah,
of, the access, giving access to your phone to your significant other.
we did. Because Jeff and I did. Because he over his phone. I didn't. He was hiding anything, but I just didn't realize how big he was on like privacy. I couldn't understand. You know, Diamond, you are hilarious. I couldn't understand like because I was real open, but Jeff was super private. I didn't know that he was that private of a person. Me, I am a very free and open person, especially like when I'm in my house. Like, listen,
I'm more open now.
you are, but like in the beginning, funny story. So
What story is
it
this?
is a
Oh, I know you got this didn't sound too
so
good.
no, but like funny story. You're in a relationship. You share the bathroom or whatever, right? Oh no, he did not go for that in the beginning. Jeff was like, "Why are you in here when I'm in here?" I was like, "Well, we together. We we can share the bathroom." He was like, "No, I need my privacy." Like he was just like, "I need my privacy."
I had to
And
grow into that. I had to grow into that.
it just threw me for like a big loop because I was like, I mean, we don't have nothing to hide. At this point,
It's not about hiding. It's
it's
just
all
like
been seen.
I'm just trying to do what I gotta do. Like all this, like she was just like, "Hey, yeah," and she tried to talk to me, do her hair, brush her teeth. I was just like,
Yeah, it was so
trying to take care of my business.
but Jeff was like, "No, I need my privacy." So I would have to like step out the bathroom and just like give him his. But it's gotten, we've grown to another place now where we can share the bathroom.
Right.
But I just say it might not be that they're hiding anything, but maybe they're just really big on privacy, and they might not know how to express that. So
Now, granted, I'm not negating. There's people doing dirt, and my thing is,
it's true.
and here's something that me and Sheila all we had an agreement with from the beginning. Uh,
Oh,
is if I gotta do all this running behind you, checking phones, and all of that, it's no need of us being together. Like seriously, if you my thing is if you
it's
want to
too
step
much.
out, if you want somebody else,
It's too
then
much.
go get you somebody else and let's go about our merry way.
It's too much.
But
Like
we're not
it's
gonna sit here and play these games though. This is stupid.
like I like watching mystery on TV, but I don't do that in real life. Like this is not that. It's too much. Y'all comments are so good to me. I just want to say.
That's my boy
So
with us.
let me put okay. So we got one. She said, "Dude got a password, fingerprint, face recognition, social and tax ID number to get into the phone." Why?
That baby Fort
That's
Knox.
that's a lot. That's a lot to go through. Who
My
Listen.
thing is my thing is this.
wants to do all
If you securing something that bad,
that? Mm-mm.
then you're holding on to some a lot of stuff.
Now that's kind of suspicious.
That
Like
is
Jesus,
suspicious.
that's a lot.
Right.
That's suspicious.
So like, how about with you and Jamal? Do y'all share like? So if he pick up,
Well, this will be on the flip side of things because I was the one. Okay, I guess let me start this off. The question was that I asked him was, and Jeff, I think you brought it up too. The reasoning behind someone going through a phone, right?
Hmm.
And now I can understand when Jamal was like the person changes, like it's a shift in how the person is treating you or whatever. He was like, so in his mind, he just knew either I was talking to somebody else. He would just say somebody else had my attention. That's what he said. So now
mm,
that we have grown past that, that actually does make sense. But the question I asked back to him was, well, if you notice a change in me towards you, then did you ever stop to think that maybe you had changed? So I changed as well?
um,
Hmm. Well, people do change though.
yeah, I know. So
Go ahead.
no, I'm just following. Go ahead.
No, because I'm saying people do change. And my thing is, I think we don't account for people maturing
Yeah.
and growing.
Okay.
What's up? What's going
Now,
on?
I mean, so this says, but some people will do it if they think they're getting away with it. That is too much. Who got time for that? Um, that's to throw you off. Oh, I mean, hey, I don't
What's the
know.
time?
Like I'm just saying, like I never been one to like pick up somebody's phone and just start scrolling text messages and stuff like that because that's just I don't know who got time for that. It just seems so time consuming and like you sit. I mean, I feel like what Diamond said. If you go looking for something, you gonna find something. and it might even be nothing, but because you're determined that you're gonna find something, so you see a thing and then you create a story. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You do make time, but I
Yeah.
don't know. And then
And so you would be like, "Who's Pizza Hut? Who is Pizza Hut?"
I'm like the place where you order pizza. Like I don't.
This is too much.
know, but I do now. I will say this: even if you have access, now I do want to say this because I got to put this out there. Even if you do have access to your significant other's phone, still respect their privacy.
That part.
I mean that with all sincerity, because like for me, there are certain things in my phone that are private. I'm not hiding anything, but those are personal conversations
Yeah,
between me and other people, and that's to stay private. And
I agree.
Jeff understands that, and I give him that same courtesy too. I just want to make that very clear. We do not get
Right.
any text messages. So just know, y'all, when y'all send us stuff, it stay private
Yeah,
because we understand boundaries. And I'm
Right.
also putting that out there to everybody else. Be respectful of people's boundaries.
correct.
You know, like, come on, we're not children. Don't treat your significant other like a child.
Now I will do this. I'll be honest, because I remember Sheila got a text message, and I was like I'm just gonna throw a random name. Who's Freddie? Like that's how
Mm-hmm.
the name came across. Who the heck is Freddie? I don't know Freddie. Freddie ain't in our circle, so I'm gonna ask the question,
Right.
and she gonna be like, she was like, oh, that's from work. I'm going because this is where the trust comes in. That all right, I'm gonna take you at your word.
Right.
You know, but it's
But my
just
phone is a business phone.
right. But I'm gonna question. Now I am gonna question the name. I'm not going to scroll and look at the message and nothing like that. I ain't got time for all that. Because I'm like, okay, I'm not familiar with that name because everybody you got your day to day, and you got normal people who message, call you, whatever. Oh, you talking to? Oh, I'm talking to so and so. Oh, tell them I said what's up. Okay. When there's
Right.
something different in the mix, you be like, who the heck is that? Just it's not like, oh, you must be cheating. It's more of a, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Yeah, we too old for that. It's just too much. It's
But that's it. I
For
don't even
real.
know the
That's
difference.
it. Right.
But I do think you should.
right, Mama.
Um,
Mama says she ain't got time to be a specter gadget. Like we,
well, okay. Well said. You have the right to question, but not to
I agree.
spy.
Right.
Exactly.
As
I agree.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I've seen some people, they looking at your call history, your voicemail. You remember
It
back
tell
in the
you
day when
how long
people
you had talked to the person.
Yes.
Why
yeah.
would you on the
If you
phone
got
with him or her for
they going through the
23
phone book,
minutes and
looking at
10
all the
seconds?
numbers. Girl, I mean, no.
Okay.
You know what?
What the word she said?
Not the
She
pants too.
said she knows I have to pay for Nancy Pelosi and them pantsuits. Stop it. I don't have to hide anything else.
Good day. Good day, sir. No.
And being on the side of hiding, that's time consuming too.
Look,
Yeah,
that's just
I think
that's
it's
too
just
much.
It's just a lot of energy wasted on both
yeah,
sides.
I just feel like my thing is
because
this:
it.
if you want somebody else, if you're attracted to somebody else, if you want to try something
Let the
different,
people know.
tell them, hey, you know what? I want to be with you, but know what? This chick over here caught my eye. Now, granted, the conversation may not go too well. You
Now I
might get
just want
punched
to
in the
say. Now
eye,
let me hold on because I gotta address this. Now I just want to say,
Captain of the Snow
Mel,
Bunnies.
TJ, we're not gonna be held liable for anything that comes from this conversation. we appreciate we appreciate your comment.
Just know if you see them around Becky, uh oh,
Okay. Nah, just more of an island person. I found that out early on.
don't be telling people my stuff.
What? It's true.
Be like me an island girl though. Anyway,
That's why I tried the big hair. I was trying to.
You ain't gotta do all that like you where you are, baby.
I
You
hear
know
you.
what?
Huh?
I hear you talking.
Y'all don't believe me? No? Okay. Anyway,
I mean, you was real excited about it. You even
what?
put the accent on island girl.
Well, technically, my roots are from the islands. So, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I mean, you gonna hold strong to this thing.
Because that's in my roots, it's in my blood. Jamaica.
If I had known then what I know now, because I got fools and stuff.
You got oh, you don't like island men? Well, I'm not an island man.
I'm
I'm
not.
from I'm from here.
I'm
I
about to
got
say you're American.
I'm American.
You're
My
American.
blood is from the island. Huh?
Here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I like going to the different islands and stuff. And let me tell you something. When we went to the Bahamas, I enjoyed all the little accent, little men and stuff. I saw it. Oh, but I can't make my comment. But you sit here get excited over the island women. That's what you saying to me
No,
right now.
no, you said the island women thing. You talking about something.
You
I
agree.
enjoyed it. That's like me saying, yeah, man, I
You
saw the women and I like the way
you
that they were shaped.
agreed with my statement.
That I like island women, yes, that's a truthful statement. I didn't say, hey, I like the way they shape, they look like this and they look like that. I didn't do all of that.
I mean, that's
You know
fine.
what?
Like you just doing too much. Anyway,
You my piece of chocolate. Hold on.
guess I, huh?
Okay, don't.
No, I'm sorry.
Stay
You
with it.
don't
Stay
you
with
start that.
All right.
By
So,
the end of the show.
anywho,
Anyway,
I think it's safe to
cut this
say
baby off, huh?
when it comes to the phone situation, it's a conversation that you gotta have because everybody's phone situation gonna look different.
Yes.
Um, like I said, it's not gonna always be that they hiding something. Yes, you did hear that we went to. I forgot what part we went to. We went to this person.
We went to
We went to Bimini.
huh?
No, wait, where did we go
Yeah, we went
though?
to Bimini and we went to
Nassau.
Nassau. Yeah, we went to
Yeah,
Nassau a couple of times.
we did go to Nassau a couple times,
Yeah.
and we went to Bimini. Bimini was great. Okay, we had a beach day there, and it was truly amazing.
Awesome.
I mean, it was great. Can't wait to do it again. Um,
Anyway, staying with the topic. So
yeah.
since we was talking about the phones, so let's transition it a little bit more
All right.
with the
Where
relationship.
we going?
Let's talk about compromising in relationships.
All right. Compromise.
And so my thing is,
I got you.
Mm.
go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So let's talk. This is one thing I've always heard, and I used to think it was true, right? But everybody would be like 50-50. Did y'all hear that? Everybody would always be like, oh, in a
Oh
relationship,
yeah.
50-50,
Hate
Uh
it.
huh.
right?
Hate it.
And so I believed it, right? So even
Mhm.
like to, our relationship, I was just like, oh, 50-50. I mean, that means it's half down the middle. That means, you gonna do half, I'm gonna do the other half, you know what I'm saying? But that's actually not true. In my opinion, it's not 50-50.
No.
There's days to me, it's gonna be some days where it's like it could be 80-20. It could be
Can I change those numbers a little bit?
actually I was going to. I'm sorry, y'all. I heard my children in the background.
Oh,
Apologize. It could be 80-20. But I'm gonna be real. There's been times in a relationship where honestly it's been 95-5.
Mhm.
Because I've had some, we both had moments where one couldn't do for the other. I've
Right.
been through, I've had some illness, and there were times where it was all on one because the other one just couldn't do.
but that's
Mhm.
why I want to change the numbers. And I know the numbers are gonna sound crazy, but really, if I'm giving 100,
Yeah,
because my thing is, because we say 50, I hate the 50-50. I hate that saying.
but that's what they was. I would hear that
I'm
growing
giving
up.
you 100% and you giving me 100%. That's 200%.
Yeah,
And sometimes if all she got is 20, that means I got to carry my 100% plus her 80. So I'm
Mhm.
carrying my 100 and I'm carrying her 80.
yeah,
And that's why people be feeling down
Right.
and feeling the pressure of everything because it's not just your 100. You're carrying else's
yeah.
too. And so
Right.
It's and it's not easy. Let me tell you something. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's when that person goes down,
it makes a difference.
it makes a difference, and you're gonna feel it.
Yeah,
But you, man,
Yes.
it's not gonna be, oh, that person good, that person. You're not gonna always be on the top stuff. You're not, and
no,
sometimes
Nope.
some days you just not feel it. You just
yeah,
got to be honest with it. Hey, I ain't got it today. Like, bro,
like this.
I'm checked out today. So it's all on you. You got it today.
Yeah, because like this week, it's been Jeff. I didn't have it. It was me in the
Yeah, she been out. Like, so,
bed.
and my thing is, so now I got to take care of her. I got to take care of the
Mm-hmm.
kids. Hey, come on, shout out to my sister Sheena. God bless you.
Yes,
I appreciate
always
everything
helping
y'all
us,
have done.
helping us with
You
the
help me.
children.
You help me out with the
It's a
kids.
great
I
help.
appreciate it. That's why you need a community. Anyway,
Yes.
but
Absolutely.
you just have to pick up the slack. Now, I guess that gets me into the question of when you got one person carrying majority of the load, when is enough enough? Like, when do you have to? Do you call it quits, or do you have to,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
or do you, because there's relationships where you got somebody that is carrying a majority of the load
So you
all the
saying,
time.
what if it's a consistent, what if it's a consistent 90-10 situation?
Yeah,
Then what do you do?
if it's see, yeah, this I like that.
So what y'all think? Like if you're in a situation,
I see you, Diamond.
if you're in a situation, y'all, and it's like 90-10. So like, say you're the one carrying the 90 and the other person is carrying the 10, and that's just what it's been across the board. Like it's been consistent. Do you call it quits?
I see
How
one.
far do you go with that
I
compromise?
see one person say they call it. Well, yeah, but how long do you hold on to it?
How long do you carry
Right.
it?
And I think that's going to vary per person because some people can deal with and take a lot
Yeah,
and will take a lot before they call it quits.
yeah.
Go more into that for me, Ronnie.
Well, like I said, I think it's going to vary per person because, like, say for instance, me and Sheila, we talk every day about everything. And as girlfriends, as sisters, we talk about the men folks. That's what we do. So if, say for instance, we're constantly talking and saying the same thing about what our men aren't doing or whatever, now Sheila can decide it may take her 2 years and to be like, oh, you know what, I'm done. And me, it could take longer than 2 years or a shorter period of time. I think everybody has their limit to how long they're going to put up with something.
See,
Um,
I love this. Go ahead, go, no, 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 because I'm loving this.
and then too, I think the age has a lot to do with it as well.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like, and this is just my opinion, when we're younger women, I feel like we deal with a lot more than an older woman. Like I'm not going to deal with about to be 35 with something I was dealing with when I was 21, 22.
Okay, I get that. So you feel like age is like one of the factors?
Right.
No,
Okay,
I kind of get that because I will say, as you get older, the tolerance level does get a little lower. It
Exactly.
really does. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Your tolerance for some things, you'd be like, okay, now listen.
I see. I feel like this is getting me into my third question, but I think we have to mix the two because I feel like I'll hold off. I'll hold off. I'll just say this: what are you? I guess the question is, why are you carrying majority of the load? I think that's the thing we have to get into because
Okay.
there's if there's a purpose on why you're carrying majority of the load, then we can dig more into it. Like,
Also, for instance, what if one person is like maybe disabled?
right, like, because that's a, like, there's disabilities. There's people who go to school,
Yeah.
so they're focused on school. Y'all have to have an agreement. That person has to agree. to be like, hey, I'm gonna hold you down until you go to school. You cannot assume that they're gonna hold you down until you finish school. Y'all gotta have an agreement.
You do.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead. What you do?
No, I'm agreeing with you. You do have to have that agreement.
Oh, what we got up there?
Oh, it says, nah, I'm in it for the long haul. But sometimes I think we have to say, hey, all right, I need you to change in this particular area. T has held me down at low points in business, but when it's booming financially, I will give her the world. I appreciate that.
That's
I
good
get
talk.
that.
That's good talk. That's real stuff.
And I get that too. But I feel like this question stems more towards somebody that's in a relationship, like you said, is 90-10. And now we're at the point of, okay, we already had this conversation, but you're still only giving that 10%. Now, how much is a person supposed to stick around for that?
See, and that gets me to my third question. And we're gonna have to branch the two to get this question and that question together, which gets into Diamond's point, which she just put up. Can you put Diamond's question back up there?
Yeah. So it says, for instance, someone trying to find themselves or get their mental together, but Lord, when can I get myself together? So I'm guessing, so Diamond, what you're saying is you want the opportunity to pretty much have an opportunity where you can work on you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what
Mm-hmm.
brings me to my third question: is how long do you hold off for potential?
But I think it's going back to what you said. What is your agreement? If you guys, kind of like with your uncle, what your uncle and your aunt did, that was beautiful to me. She went to school. He held her down until she finished school. She got her job, and then she retired him. And that's great. That was their understanding. So, I think what's going to be the point is going to be like to have that understanding. So it seems like to me, she's looking for someone that's going to give her the space to develop her and not have to carry.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's it gets back into the question what she's saying. Like if somebody's trying to pull themselves together, my thing is we got to ask questions. Can you take that off?
Yeah.
The question is, you're trying to get yourself together. What are you trying to be? We got to ask the real questions because people be like, oh man, I'm just trying to put myself together. And as do a lot of us, we do that when we don't know. So my thing is, what are you trying to be? Are you trying to be a truck driver? You trying to start your own business? You want to be a chef? Like, what is your vision? Because if you don't have a vision, you don't got a destination. So you just spinning your wheels and you wasting everybody's time.
But what if your vision is just to have mental stability? What if your vision is to have mental stability? Because mental health is a real thing.
Okay, but mental
And
health, that like having mental
Let me
stability is not gonna pay the bills.
No, but hear me. So here's the thing. I have no, I'm not speaking anything, but what I am saying is this. I, I use myself as an example. I'm in a safe enough environment where if I need to lean on Jeff, I can, and he's gonna hold everything together. If I say, babe, I need, I need this time. I gotta breathe. I need to get my headspace. Like this is going on, that's going on, and I need that. He'll give me that, and I think that's what she's saying. It would be nice to be in a relationship with someone who gives you the space, because like you never pressured me to get a job.
No.
I think that's what she's saying.
Well, I guess.
And I can get that.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
I get that. Because even, I feel like me and Jamal did a lot of, um, we did a lot of compromising even before marriage came about. Um, for instance, when it came to the kids, I never, as long as they weren't school age, I never worked. And I think anybody that knows me knows that. I stayed home with the kids. Jamal took care of everything. Same thing. He never was like, oh, you need to get a job. Never.
Right.
Now, when the kids were school age, I was like, well, I don't want to be home. Let me find a job that was the hours that the kids went to school.
Right.
And then also on the flip side of me having that position and that freedom, when it was time for me to step up to the plate, it was when he got sick.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
it wasn't an issue for me. And like I said, we wasn't even married then, but it was just like, we didn't have to think about it. And good thing the kids were in school at that point, but
Yes,
it
no sense.
was right, So, and that's what we're kind of trying to balance now because I was ready to go back to work after having Corey. But it's like it's been so many battles
Yeah.
of me trying to work, and I even have to sit in my mind and be like, am I battling to get something that I just don't need to battle, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I get it.
and he's understanding about it. Like, if you, Ronnie, like, I don't know what you, like, why are you stressed about it? If you can't do it, you can't do it. Like, and he's always been the, I'll figure it out.
Sounds like a Jeff statement.
Sorry. Still gonna have to step away for a quick
So,
second. But I see my Aunt Barbara's on. Hey, Aunt Barbara. Appreciate you. And so thank you for watching. But I yeah, see my thing is when it comes to potential, I think that's the main thing is you really, and I think that's the problem. We don't have the conversations necessary when somebody be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm just trying to get myself together." Okay, what does that look like? I don't know. Did they say I don't know? Caution. That's a yellow flag right there. Like you have to. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, how long is it gonna take you to figure it out? Because you have to be striving to something, and I think that's the biggest issue that we have in most relationships is there's no we're just getting together just to get together. No,
right,
everybody's like, oh well, we building. Okay, what you building? Like these are simple questions we got to be able to answer. And so, like, hey, like I told Sheila, I'm 100%. I had nothing going on for me when I was trying to get with Sheila. I had nothing but a whole bunch of nice words and some hopes and some dreams. And you know what? She believed me and she helped push me to get there because I told her what I was looking to do. Because
right.
I had a vision, I had an idea. Hey, this is what I'm trying to do with my life. All right, I'm gonna help you do that. Can't nobody help you if you don't know where you're going.
Right.
And so that's the thing we got to with these people. You're waiting 7 years. I saw that down to 7 years, 14 years. That sucks. That's wasted time. Like you can't get time back. But we have to challenge ourselves to challenge people in our lives to, hey, what are you trying to do? What are we doing?
Right.
Like what's going on? What are we doing? If they can't answer that, you might have to cut ties. I'm just saying.
And what I had to realize in even in that situation, like at first my mind was set on oh, I just can't do a man that don't have no goals. And like what I had to understand was I think I was using the wrong terminology because I was so stuck on like career goals. Like
Okay.
you supposed to know what you want to do and that's supposed to be it. Like, I was on this, you just too old not to know what you want to do as a grown man.
Okay.
But not understanding and then going through this relationship and this marriage, like I had to realize like everybody doesn't grow up in the environment of, oh, I need to be thinking about my career goals.
Yeah. Some people
So, and I think that comes in with as you're growing into a relationship, now you're helping that person realize like what are your strong points. Maybe this would be a good fit for you, and then try to get them going down the right path. But like coming into the relationship, it was I was so frustrated because I already knew like my career path, my career goal, what I wanted to do. I've been doing it for a while. So I was content. But that's where the growth had to come because I had to, like you said, be his mirror and be like, hey, like you're really good with this. You ever tried this? and then try to, because it's not always beating a person down. Sometimes somebody needs guidance. They come from backgrounds where it was more survival. They're not thinking about
Right.
a career that's going to benefit a family. I don't even think they're thinking about creating a family at that point. So sometimes a relationship definitely needs understanding,
Okay.
especially in the
Yeah,
beginning.
true. I would also say if you want the space to kind of better yourself, then you may kind of want to look for someone who's more established. You know, you may want to try just, I'm not even going to say always somebody older, but it doesn't hurt to,
Established is a good word.
I think, yeah, you want to find someone who is established so that you can have that space um, to kind of get everything figured out, you
Right,
know. Now, I could say, like, when we first started having kids, I wasn't working because, I mean, it just wasn't feasible. You know, three
right.
kids under five, child care, oh my God. If
Uh,
I if I was to go to work, I'm just working to pay the child care. Like,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
it, you know, so I do understand that challenge as well, but you feel like you want to get up and do something, you want to contribute.
Right,
It's, you know,
right,
it's natural.
right.
So I get that too. But that's what I would
But
say.
then
I
too,
would
you gotta
definitely.
know what you're signing up for. If you gonna sign up for a ride, Jamal told me, listen, y'all, I was adamant on moving to Virginia. Okay, like I'm coming. Um, you're not gonna tell me no. And he was like, I don't got my own place. Like I don't got myself together. I was like, I don't care. I'm coming with all the money I got. We'll figure it out.
and she did.
And you
So
did.
I
Lord
can't
knows she did.
complain. Years later, like, dang, we still trying to. I set out, we figure it out. So that's what we doing.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't come that easy.
She didn't.
I didn't.
I had to go down there and get her. But
But that's okay. I mean, but you here, and so y'all doing good
you got to
Right.
do that. It goes back to that conversation. But
for
then
sure.
see, then that's where that compromise come in at.
I
And
wasn't. You know what though?
go ahead.
Ronnie said something. She said she was looking for goals. I was a little different. I wasn't really looking for goals. I kind of just was like looking for potential, and so I knew Jeff had that. Like, you know, he has what I like to call just raw like potential. You know, if he set his mind to it, he can do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just what he do.
Don't you bother me up. Go ahead. Keep talking. Keep talking.
So that was my thing. So
Right.
for me, I just need possibility. If I know that you got possibility, I can help you create some goals. I mean, if you know me, you
Right.
know me.
Right.
I can help you create some goals, but
Right. The
I need you to have
potential.
potential.
Right.
I need the opportunity for a possibility to be there.
Well, let
So
me question that real quick. Let me question something.
go
Not
ahead.
just in me, just for women like you who see potential in men.
Yeah.
So what happens when that potential
Hmm.
doesn't lead to anything after a certain amount of time?
So here's the thing. This is what I didn't know. I didn't know that in order to unlock the potential in him, I had to work on me first. That was the mistake.
Wait a minute. Can you say that
In the
one more time?
beginning, in the beginning of our relationship, my eyes would just be solely on him. It would be, this is what you're doing. This is what you're not doing. This is what I need from you. Da 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 da. And I never took a chance to look at me. And then it was like some years down the road where it was just like, you know, the Lord took me through a process and had me to do certain things for him. I had to take my eyes off him. I had to set my eyes on me because I'm a hot mess. I can't be a mess if I'm the door that leads to him. I have to be in order. I have to have myself together. I have to keep, you know what I'm saying? I have to keep me. You know what I'm saying? I always tell wives, I always tell mothers, you are the key and you got to keep yourself together. Your mental health is important, your physical health is important. All that stuff is important. I'm telling you right now what I know. If you want to make your relationship better, I promise you just work on you. The rest is gonna fall in place. That's real talk. When I begin to work on me and begin to look at myself and better myself, things relationship change, it gets better. All right.
I understand.
Right.
That came from her life coaching, right? Life coach, y'all. Check her out. Pep Talk. Anyway, no, that was good to me. I enjoyed every bit of it.
But I feel like a lot of women, and I have been in this boat, we like to build a man.
Mm-hmm.
So, like
Ooh.
you said, we're not 100% for ourselves. It's like, oh, well, I want my man to do this, this, that, and the third. And it's constantly we're investing in them. I mean, to the point where some people don't even recognize you anymore because you done put your all into this man. And what do you have to show for it? You're stressed out, like, so I feel like we're not taught about self-care. Like, we're just starting to find that and talk about
Yeah.
that more at
Yeah.
this age.
You
You
need it.
know, like, and then a lot of us around this age are mentally drained because we just pour into these
Mm-hmm.
men, and like I said, trying to build a man. But that's not even like at what point do you, like you said, do you just be like, this isn't going to change, I need to step away from it?
So
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
you
ahead.
can't, here's what I always say, you can't make a good decision with an unclear mind. That's why
Right.
I say you got to work on you. If you're in a relationship and it's not panning out, at the very least, take time for you. Make sure your headspace is right because even if you choose to walk away, you don't need to carry that baggage with you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So make sure your mental space is right. It's okay to exit something if it's not working, but it's how you exit because you don't need to carry that to the next man or woman because that ain't them. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. So yes, sir.
I'm sorry. I got a couple of things came to me. So I am gonna get back to that whole build a man comment because that thing did something to me. But see, here's my thing because with the whole waiting out and getting yourself together, I get that. But this conversation it makes me think about that Tyler Perry movie. What was the name of that movie?
That was mad that one.
No, 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 the one with Taraji in it when she
I don't like that movie. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of it. She
I don't
it was a dog. I can't.
no.
She did a good job.
Can I tell
My
people?
bad. Okay, go ahead. Tell people what
So
movie it
right. So but Taraji was with the man. He had this dream. He was building something. He was an inventor or something like that, whatever. And you know what I'm saying, they was going through a lot of financial issues. And then
is.
after
It's the name of it.
I don't know the name of the movie.
Yeah.
But after so many years house and all that stuff,
Right.
she hey, enough is enough.
Yeah.
And which is fair. She had enough.
They was at the
The
bottom.
problem that I have with the issue was she decided to leave him.
Mm-hmm.
He left. He got with another woman, and his invention that she believed in and she invested in for all those years, it finally came through, and he became super rich, multimillionaire, whatever. And now she mad at the other woman because she was like, "Oh, you in my house, you driving my car, you living my life," and
No, it ain't Baby
no,
Boy.
not baby
It's
boy.
a Tyler Perry movie,
It
y'all.
was a Tyler Perry. I don't even watch a lot of Tyler Perry movies, but I watched this one.
It was not too long
I don't know. I'm
ago.
gonna have to look that up and say. But my thing was, and then she just started snapping and started torturing the woman and stuff like that because she felt like she was living the life that she wanted. But I was like, you forfeited that life when you left the man.
Now that's another point because you got to ask yourself. Now, if you choose to walk away, and then another female comes along and they're able to bring out what you could not,
Whew.
Are you gonna be okay with that?
Hold up. So you
Because that happens. Now that's vice versa too, because if a man you walk away and then another man comes along and he's able to help that female
Unlock.
get better,
Mm-hmm.
are you going to be okay? Because that's another thing you got to be okay with, because sometimes we are improperly matched. And
mm,
it
go ahead,
was that acrimony. Thank you, honey.
Thank you.
But sometimes we are improperly matched. And sometimes the person that you with, that ain't your assignment, huh, because
Absolutely.
Acrimony. Yes, that
if
was.
it's taking all that you got and it don't never yield anything,
Well, maybe you what, like you said, maybe you not the key. Maybe you
but
didn't
that's what
have
I'm
the right.
saying.
You didn't have the right tools to unlock the qualities in that man for him to become.
But that's what I'm saying. So because I seen like in the movie.
Or, and this might be a sore spot. You just ain't the woman that man wants to become something with.
I mean, that's true. Because my thing is, if it does, I always say, don't be upset if it didn't work for you, but it worked for someone else. That's just like when people get remarried. I'm like, if someone gets remarried and it's better for, and what they have is better for them, just let them have it.
Absolutely.
Because it's no need, like, I'm like, don't be bitter. That's what I will say to people. Don't be bitter.
Because I mean, you just made a bad choice then.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay. We all don't make the right choices all the time. You know, it's some trial and error out there. Y'all run at relationships are trial and error.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's not in the right place because sometimes people's like I've seen this happen a lot. People like, oh, I've been trying to get this person to do this for years, and then they finally do it. They did it with her or with him, and they wouldn't do it with me. They wasn't mature enough to listen
Yeah,
to your advice at that time.
yeah.
It doesn't mean that you was right, you were wrong, or anything like that. They weren't in the right place. Some things is just timing.
Right.
And then my thing is, honestly, I know for us, at one point we were both immature, and
Lord knows,
neither one of us was willing to admit it.
I can admit it now. I was super immature.
We were both
I know I
immature,
was.
but in the moment, in our eyes, we was all right. It was the other person. It's not. It was that whole. It's not me. It's you. You know.
Right.
Focus that.
Sorry. And so, kids. So therefore, I'm like, sometimes you just, I don't know, you just gotta have a real conversation,
That's
because
what we shy away from real
because
conversations.
it might be a situation where both of y'all need to come up. So both people need to mature. And I'm gonna say that's not an easy process, okay? Maturing and growing together is not an easy process. And sometimes one may grow a little faster than the other.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay too.
Agreed.
That's okay.
Agreed. I totally
And we
agree.
still growing.
And we let me tell you something because we're forever
We still growing. Okay.
changing. Like you, because you're going to
Right.
change. My thing is, we're still learning stuff about it. We've been together for 15 years, 13 years, married in October, and I know this stuff. I know. I'm look here, but like even today, we got something to eat before the POV, and Sheila was telling me something about her childhood that I never heard. And I think now, never mind, we're not gonna get into that. But I'm still learning. There's still layers. I'm still
Mm-hmm.
gonna learn
There's
about
stuff I
people.
just have to remember, 'cause
Right.
that's so long ago.
It's just
Right.
I know people like, well, I already know everything. You don't know
We
everything.
don't.
I promise you, you don't.
You know.
Stuff just happens over time, and then what you like changes. Because I remember one time I was like, man, I did something for Sheila, and she was like, oh, that's nice. And I was like, no, but you like this. She was like, I used to like it. I don't like it no more. I was like, when did that change? She's like, I don't know. Then how was I supposed to know? But it happens. I don't even remember. I did
Oh.
something. I don't even remember. I just remember that thing made me mad because I was like, I thought I was really doing something because I was like, well, Sheila like this. I think I wrote it down and everything, and I went to do it,
Mm.
and she was just like, yeah, I really don't like that no more. And I was like, dang.
It has to
Like,
be. Now Jeff has changed too. Now some of them things on his list, I'm not good. He got to get that for himself. Like his whole cologne situation. No,
Mm-hmm.
I, I'm not paying for that. Okay, it's expensive.
well, I'm gonna pray that the Lord deliver you from that.
Deliver,
Yeah, that's the wrong mindset.
y'all.
That's
You might not know, but Jeff over here has some expensive taste in men's cologne, and
Mm.
my brothers be
I
teaching
looked
me.
it up one day because I was like, I thought about it, and then I looked at it. I said, "Is this the price?"
You know,
What
all three of y'all got y'all expensive departments.
who you talking
Jeff,
about my brother? Leave my brother
Jeff
alone.
is
Yeah.
cologne and watches, and I listen.
Jamal, jewelry, shoes. You know.
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what y'all talking.
But
I
anywho,
don't know what y'all talking about.
there's some expensive taste in there, and I'm like,
Yes.
you know,
Now, this is very surprising to hear this one because for Sheila, she called me basic all day. Oh, you just so boring. You just want plain Jane. You
you see,
basic.
look at it.
What?
Look at your
What?
comment.
What the comment
What we
say?
got?
Huh?
Creed
Huh?
and Tom Ford. Let me tell y'all something.
Huh? That's my brothers know. My brothers know.
Jesus Christ. I didn't know. And
Let me
I
tell
looked
you.
it up one day because I was gonna try to surprise them, and then I said, oh,
Let me tell you.
that's gonna take a little more time.
That time Ford is okay. I'm with
Okay.
that. That time Ford ain't no joke.
Now don't get me wrong, I don't mind getting it for him, but I'm just saying in this at this current time.
You know. Sometimes you make a sacrifice. It'll bless you real good. It'll bless you real good.
I'm blessed.
Yes, you are. But I'm just saying, you want extra blessings, blessings on blessings. Huh? Huh?
You know what?
Well, I believe this birthday you just had was real amazing. Huh? I mean, he was treated very well. Please do not be deceived, y'all.
Oh, I didn't say you didn't take care of me. Huh? You take care of me.
Uh huh.
We take good care of each other. Huh?
Yeah.
You coming real slow.
What happened?
You coming
You
real slow with the
what?
reply.
I'm looking at the. Yes, Steve. Yes,
Nah, I don't want no
yes.
secondhand comment
It's
now.
not
Nah,
second
nah,
hand.
nah. You came real
I
slow.
missed the. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not a sports person. Okay. I mean, I feel like you just did some type of setup and I missed the shot, but I'm not.
I did. I laid it up for you.
Yeah, see, I don't
It was
even
an
know.
alley hoop.
I don't even know what that is. All right. I do like to watch basketball. I don't know the terminology. Okay.
My wife.
Don't be like that.
This is what I gotta deal
I'll
with.
take basketball over football.
Good day,
Just
man. Good day, man. Come on, Dad. Oh, Ronnie, we gotta talk offline because it's fantasy football season. Anyway,
Oh,
uh,
absolutely. You already know I'm riled up.
Lord, okay, we are not turning this into a sports edition. Let us stay focused. I thank you guys for watching. For those of y'all who are just coming in,
oh yeah,
make
refresh
sure you
people.
hit the like button, hit
Yes,
the share button. If you are watching us on YouTube, we want you to subscribe, okay? And then we want you to hit that notification. We want you to hit that notification bell so that you will never miss the POV. Okay.
what the heck? Put it
Not
up. Put it up.
Oh
Maxway.
my lord.
Not the cool water.
So y'all don't talk about my sister like that. She meant well. Oh, some cool. I remember
Oh my.
that, but
TJ, she had you like one of them deacons at the Baptist church. That's a cool water.
I don't remember what it sounded
Oh,
like. But it sounds familiar.
oh God.
Oh man. Don't do her like that. You didn't have to put that out there.
Yeah, Kurt was playing. Kurt was a little more advanced, but yeah, everybody. Let me tell you something.
Everybody had curves.
I will say this for dudes, with every guy having the same fragrances like y'all for women, like y'all wearing the same outfit. It sucks because when everybody's smelling the same, you be like, man, this nigga here, like,
But I will say so. Like, what was it in high school? It was everything was Bath and Body Works.
Right.
Body Works or Victoria's Secret, and if you couldn't afford that, you was at the Walmart getting their version. Real talk.
What the hell am I at?
Walmart used to have these like
I think it
lotion
was like
shower gel
oh
sets.
god.
I can't remember the
I
name
don't
of
know. I
them.
don't know nothing about that, dog.
Oh, I can't think of the name of it right now.
I cannot think of the name of it, but yeah, if you
Walmart had its own Bath and Body Works.
they had their own version.
Yes.
Yes. If you
Yes.
couldn't if you couldn't afford Bath and Body Works or Victoria's Secret, you head on up. Yes, you
Yep.
said one of those
Cucumber
little words,
melon.
and you said cucumber.
That's a female thing. I don't know nothing about that, dog. Cucumber melon.
Oh Lord, that's what you did.
Oh
That's what
god.
you did what you had to do. Nobody was really checking. Oh my God, Ronnie, you got to share this. This was hilarious to me.
What?
So Ronnie was we gonna sidebar for a second, y'all. Ronnie was
Uh,
telling me about the kids
What kid?
was picking telling their kids that their stuff wasn't up to par like real, and like they had on name brand stuff. Come to find out, the other kids was the ones who had on the jacked up stuff because they stuff came from Shein. They're thinking that they rocking Nike and they rocking Ike. I said, what in the world? And you gonna try and joke somebody and you the one with the fake stuff on.
Oh, they don't know what the imitation is. Yeah. See.
they
I said,
didn't.
they lied to you.
Oh yeah.
What in the
They
world?
were they were proud of their Sheen. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I buy Sheen, but it was just at
I'm
that
just
time.
saying.
I didn't think the kids were on it, but y'all are coming at the kids that was wearing Nike outfits, saying they whack because y'all getting y'all fake finny from Sheen.
I was
Not the
like,
fake spinning. What?
I was like, you should know your labels better than that. Every like,
We got the fake polo on.
Come on.
Never mind. Let me leave it alone.
your Nike.
But yeah,
your
my mind was blown.
Let me tell you something.
Yes,
the
Fubu
Fubu
jerseys.
jersey with the.
Hold on. With the wrong number.
I forgot
You don't got. You ain't got the 05. You got the 08.
I forgot about Fubu. Oh wow.
Let me tell you something. Now I will say this because I was one of those kids with the look. I was like, yo, y'all not gonna tag check me
You were
because
taking dates.
I didn't have no choice. Anyway, so times was a little hard. I was had my little Biggie Smalls on.
I don't know. I think it was Reebok. So Reebok was a big deal in North Carolina. If you had the Reebok Classics or if you had the high top Reeboks, you was all right.
high top. Reebok had high tops.
Yeah, Reebok had a high top.
Yes,
What?
they did.
Yeah, and
I
so
remember the class. I remember the classics,
yeah,
but that didn't. I don't know. For me, in
It
my
went
era,
from-
it didn't last long.
well, actually, I could take it way back. It started with Etonic. I don't know if y'all remember those.
No. See, I had a pair of Etonics, and I got no. That wasn't funny because I got blasted. I got in a lot of fights that year. Let me tell you that big old E on the side. I hated them. I got suspended like 10 times that year. Ask my mom. If she's still up here, I got suspended a lot that year.
So it started with Etonic, and then it went to everybody had on the combat boots.
The combat boots.
Yeah, you had to have the combat boots.
What was combat boots?
It was like that whole remember like Salt and Pepper, they had on the combat boots. Everybody was
You talking about Tim?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
no, like the black combat boots.
Nah, I don't remember that.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about, Ronnie.
I remember the combat boots.
TJ, you a lie.
Wait.
You a lie, TJ.
Oh,
How you gonna call him a lie? Maybe they was fired to him.
They were fired. They were a hot mess. That's what they were. Honestly, trash.
Oh my God. So
Just because you didn't like him.
then it went from Etonics to the combat boots. Then Tim's became a thing. But then you had to be careful because some people had on them Payless Tims that ain't really Tims.
True.
So then people was checking for that. I was like, y'all, this is
You had to check the tree.
Doc Martin. What is a Doc Martin? What's Doc Martin?
I like Doc Martens.
What's that? Yes, TJ, you with me. The black combat boots like Jodeci and Mary J had on.
I wasn't into those.
That
But no,
was
you're
the-
right. You're
that
right.
was the
You're right.
thing.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It was.
So I mean, it was a real
I
thing
wasn't
because
wearing them big old combat, but no, heck no.
people was wearing the combat boots.
Right, the no tree. Look, your boot didn't have no tree.
Yeah, but then it's like it went to Reebok, and then after Reebok, then Nike came into play.
Nike did come and say.
Nike came into play. They was doing
Yeah.
great, but now it's so outrageous now.
Now everything's like, yeah, Puma's killing it. Adidas still, people,
Adidas did make a comeback.
Chuck Taylors, like you can wear almost anything now. It's just they don't
Now
care.
I will say here, the kids at the school, kids don't really, they don't care. Like they ain't looking for nothing. I've seen some of these kids
Like,
when they go to school in the morning, and I'll just be like, so you put this on purpose?
yeah.
I'm telling
Oh,
you.
uh,
You know,
no.
I'm actually glad they're not pressured to dress a certain kind of way.
It was way more. I think it was way more pressure back in the day. Oh my god.
Yes.
Burlington's still around.
Yeah, we have a
Yeah,
Burlington.
Burlington's still around.
We have Burlington.
We got one up the street too.
Oh, that's good to know.
What? Ain't like one of them. No mind. All right.
Yeah, I go to Burlington.
Don't give me no boots from Burlington. I'll tell you
Babe,
that.
I can't buy you no shoes from Burlington. Where you going?
Exactly. I don't know why he even said that.
Right. Yeah. So
We done got way off topic. You
And
done
then
took the whole
I
topic
I mean, I'm
off.
sorry. We just talked about for a second. But then I see kids wear Crocs now. Like Crocs.
Oh,
are-
absolutely.
I mean, in all different colors. I'm just like, well, honey, make it easy for me. I don't have a problem with it.
Right.
So I'd rather do that because I just can't.
I
see
was one of
myself
those
like-
moms this past school year, and I was like, y'all can wear Crocs to school? Because, you know, I'm used to we can wear, you know, our heels out and all that. And they was like, yeah, we just got to put them in sports mode. And I was like, what?
Sports mode is real.
I didn't know what sports mode was.
Right.
I just found out a few weeks ago. Because Jeff said that he was like, oh, I got to go into sports mode. What are you talking about?
Right.
I was like, what are you? So then,
Yep.
you know, he done
Crocs
sit
were
there,
their
he-
shoes.
They were.
He done put it in sports mode. And he was like, all right, I'm ready. I was just like,
Yes.
"Okay,
So,
this is a thing. All right.
and I'm not going to lie, you know, I have became right to
I know we a little older. We had to, you know, so you got shift again. Put that baby in. Yeah, put that baby in sports mode.
right. And I was like, you know, and it was funny because they already knew like the rules. I was just like, show me where it
It is
says y'all
funny
can wear
to
these
Google
shoes in sports mode.
That part.
This when the strap is on your heel, that's sports
Yeah.
mode.
Oh, yeah. See, my brother don't know either.
Your-
I'm not alone.
your brother only wear tennis shoes.
Yeah.
That's all he wears.
Yes, he do wear tennis shoes.
That's all he wears.
Oh, he do tennis.
He wears tennis shoes everywhere.
I mean, I enjoy sneakers. So let that be known. I want to say that one more time. I enjoy
You know what?
sneakers.
And I'm
Okay?
the complete opposite. I hate sneakers.
Ronnie, let's not be that way.
Yes.
I enjoy all my boxes when they come in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anyway,
We done got
now
way
that
off
we've done
topic.
our little sidebar, hold on, wait. Paul.
Look, people be trying to do too much in sports. No, my thing is this:
I feel
just
like
because you're in sports mode, don't try to
Don't
play
be-
sports.
You are not an athlete because
I
them
feel
Crocs
like
is
I
in
want to
sports
make
mode.
a reel or something and be like sports mode and put a little sound effect to it. Like I just,
Don't play with me. Hold on, I'm gonna work on them TikTok. I'm gonna work on that.
oh,
Yeah,
my God.
sports mode.
Oh my lord. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna
We done got.
we're gonna travel back to our topic.
Jesus. We done whenever.
No, for real.
So for those who wasn't originally with us, we talked about Just Hilarious and her comments about women,
Yeah.
the women versus the trans women thing. We talked about
Phone privacy.
phone privacy.
Yep.
Is it okay for your mate to go through your phone? We agree to disagree on that one.
I thought we came to an agreement.
Nah, you was somewhere
No,
else with
I
it.
thought
But
that the agreement was respect that
Yes.
person's privacy.
Respect the
That
privacy.
it's
Okay.
okay
Don't
to ask,
just
but not okay to
it's
snoop
okay
and
to ask, but
pry.
don't just. I say don't be sneaky. Okay, no,
Don't be
that's a
sneaky.
don't do that.
And my
Don't
thing
be
is,
weird.
there's no punishment for saying no. Like,
There
if
is
they
not.
respect the person's no, that's all I wanted to say. If the person says no, it's time out for all them
We want to
attitudes and
thank you
stuff.
for that.
I'm just saying.
And then now there's a polite way to say no. You ain't got to be nasty with it. Now let's be clear.
Sure.
Okay. So after that, she went into
Uh,
compromise.
yes.
You know, we broke up that whole thing because it's not a 50-50. Y'all, the 50-50 thing don't exist.
It does
In
it.
our opinion, it does not exist. There will be some
No.
days where it is.
I don't think it's ever 50-50.
No,
I,
it's never. One side will
I
always
don't
be
think so
heavier than the
either.
other.
always.
I think it's just important that the heavy load is shared and it's not just heavy on one person all the time. That's what I would say.
But my thing is this.
Yeah.
I even feel like this. And I'm a little old school with it, which is like with the man holding a little bit more. My thing is just lighten my load a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Well, tell us what a man carries, because that's a great perspective. Like I'm pretty sure
Right.
what to know.
for me, and
Go ahead.
I could be old school with it.
Be
I
transparent.
feel
Share what you.
for me, I feel like I'm providing majority of the income. Not saying this shit. I
That's
wait for
fine.
the day
Go ahead.
for Sheila to wait more than me because I'm gonna kick back and relax. But uh, I'm gonna you provide security, financial stability, vision, leadership. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to worry about everybody's feelings, and we don't talk about that emotion, but you want everybody to be in a good place. I'm, we have a house of five.
Hmm.
So I have my wife, my kids, and then myself. So I'm worried about all of that first. I'm making sure they got a roof over their head. I'm making sure they got food to eat. Then I got to make sure that everybody got what they need, whether it's clothes, they need some daddy time, they need whatever. So you got to carry like you're doing all of that, and then you worried about yourself last. And so with all of that on me, I do appreciate a mate who takes care of me. So I don't have to at least think about me. Hey, Jeff, take some time to yourself. Hey, let me do this for you. So I don't have to worry about me because I put myself last on the list. She puts me first on the list. And I know people be like, oh, well, the kids are always first. Lies. Love my kids.
We love our children dearly.
Believe me, they're well taken care of. They're not first on the list.
But I will say this: you gotta. So parents, we love our kids. We take very good care of them. But we also understand that one day our kids will be adults.
Correct.
So we have to maintain us so that when they do go, we're not looking at each other like strangers.
Yeah.
Like who are you again? Because we put all our focus on the kids.
Because
You gotta remember y'all.
You can
gotta,
get so caught up doing the day to day that you
yeah,
don't that y'all
Hmm.
don't grow together. That y'all lose that relationship.
right,
Y'all just functioning. No, we're gonna do more than just function.
right.
And so
Right.
I appreciate that she looks out for me and she helps with me. So if she sees, hey, daddy's got a lot going on, let me step in and I'm gonna do da 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 da. So I don't have to worry about so many things.
We do that for each other.
Yeah, we do that for each other. And but that's paying attention for one.
Right.
And it takes time and it takes communication.
Yeah.
You can't cry about not having help if you don't say you need help. I'm gonna say that again. You have to say you need help. My thing is that doesn't make you weak. It just makes you just have to be
We're
honest.
just a human being.
Like, hey, I'm struggling right now. Oh, for real? What you need help with? Because I can't think that she's gonna. We get into this point where we feel like, well, they should know better. I hate that saying.
Right.
I really do. It made me want to smack somebody for real. No, because this is like people be like, well, I thought you would know, or you should know. No, I should not. Like you have to say something. And well, children know I'm a stickler on that. Like, you want something, ask for it. Don't assume that I'm just gonna get
Well,
it for you.
I mean, we do have those rare occasions. Like he can tell when I'm getting overwhelmed, and like he'll just be like, "Okay, babe, you just go in the room, shut the door," and then he just takes the kids to another part of the house, and they're having their fun doing their thing, and I'm just having alone time. Cause, but that took time too.
It takes time.
And then there's some days where it's vice versa, and I'd be like, "Okay, babe, you stay in the room, shut the door. I'm gonna take the
But
kids."
know where that came from? Conversations.
Oh,
Because it came from, like, I'm gonna tell you what happened. We got into it. You was having one of those moments, and I came back there, and you kind of snapped on me, and I was like, yo, what the heck? I just I try to, for one,
y'all, I don't
I'm an
know.
advocate of forgetting, and I tell everybody, no, I'm a real advocate because you cannot laugh. You
Y'all,
have to. You can't
I
hold
don't
on
know
to this
what
stuff.
I don't remember what happened.
You can't hold on to these arguments and stuff, and y'all keep bringing it back up. Remember you said this. Remember, you're not gonna get nowhere. You gotta forget this
Our
stuff.
days are too full for that.
Right. You let it go. It happens. We're moving on. We smiling 10 minutes later. So, but she snapped on me about something. I was like, yo, where is this coming from? Like, 'cause I didn't do nothing to you. And she was just like, I just need a minute for myself. Blah blah blah. All right, note taken. Not that, oh, she fussed at me. Note taken is, all right, I noticed how she was acting. I noticed her mannerisms and stuff like that. So if I see something similar to that again, all right. So I'm, you good? She gonna be honest with me. Nah, not really. Cool. I got you. Take you a minute. I'm gonna take the 80% while you take you a moment.
Here's the kicker.
Right.
But this is the kicker though. So I can say this, like from a woman perspective. Here's the thing. He'll give me that break, but then I also had to be okay with how daddy handles things is how daddy handles it.
Thank you.
How I handle
Right.
the kids when I'm with them, how I do mommy time, that's how I do mommy time. It's not gonna look it's gonna look differently coming from each of us because we're two different people, but it's gonna be an agreement of what's happening. So my delivery is different from his, and that's okay.
Right.
So that's the other thing. Sometimes you gotta let both parents develop their own flow with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Have to learn. You can't always step in. You
Right.
gotta just you gotta let them you gotta let them discover their rhythm.
Let me say something. And the kids had to understand that too, because one kid almost got checked, but they did get checked. But they was just like, well, that's not what mommy do. I was like, do I look like your mama?
And I had, it was a conversation because I'm like, you guys, daddy and I are two different people and we do things two different ways, and so you gotta, communicate and you just gotta work it through.
Right.
That's the thing. Because I've seen moments where, and I don't know if you've seen this, Ronnie, but I've seen moments where, as a woman, you complain and you be like, I need him to do this. I need him to do that. I need, you know what I'm saying? But then I see where the male steps in and he goes to do something, but it's not the way you think it should be done.
You wanted to be.
And I
Yep.
didn't understand, you know, how he began to slack off and he wasn't doing a lot. And I was like, and he would just start saying, I don't want to be in your way. I don't want to get, and I'm
Right.
in my mind, I'm like, you're not in the way. I want you to get in the way. But then I had to realize why he wasn't getting in the way.
Can I speak on that real quick?
Sure.
No, because you said it. Because that it did draw me back because it was just like, here I am helping. I feel like I'm helping. And then you be like, well, you're not doing it right. That's not helping me because now I gotta redo this and I gotta redo that because she wanted it a particular way. So when that started happening, I like shoot. You might as well do it yourself then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna take a step,
Right.
I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna let you do what you do. But like she said, it looked like I wasn't doing nothing. My intentions was good, but because I felt like my help wasn't appreciated, I stopped helping. So you gotta, and that's one thing. That's where communication. You have to communicate. Hey, babe, thanks for helping.
Yep.
I see what you did. I normally do this, but I understand why you did this.
And even though the kids are older, it still takes two.
Lord knows.
God knows to take care
Let me
of
tell
it.
you something real quick. Shout out to all the single parents.
I mean, we
Ah,
want to salute you
let me tell you something. This,
because God knows. I was like,
shoot.
I'm thankful for the two. And there are some days where both of us just want to tap out. But you know,
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
telling you.
Because it's been a day. It's been a day. The kids was like, but I was like, y'all just figured out yourself. Because I'm just, what is it? Whatever's in the fridge. Like, if you want to cook, cook. I don't care. Like, this is dumb.
what
Like,
you starting in the microwave? Because I just,
Right. I have them days. Don't come in here
like,
asking me for nothing.
you gotta use the air fryer,
I
right?
mean, y'all got teenagers, so I'll be like, I'm gonna look back at you like, you better go in that kitchen and figure you something out.
Listen, y'all, I'm still at the looking at me at the same time. You cooking? No, I'm not.
What in the world?
No.
I can't.
I mean, you got to know how to make something at this point.
You better make a
It's not like
peanut
they
butter
don't know
jelly.
how to. You know what makes me mad about these kids sometimes? They expect me, and granted, they're used to me cooking, but they expect me to cook every day. And then,
Uh,
like, the days I'm like, you know what, y'all on your own.
yeah,
Y'all, they will go in there and go fix them sandwiches. And I'm like, but I got to make a gourmet meal.
you better know it.
You
Like,
mama.
y'all won't even cook in the air fryer. Y'all will go make a sandwich or eat some cereal.
The kids will make a whole menu, and I'll be like, "Ooh, mom, because you just make this so good. Can you do this again?" Oh, they'll butter you
Oh,
up.
yeah, they'll butter you up. They'll lay it on heavy.
They lay it on, and I'll be like, oh, God, I mean, we'll help you. I know you will, but still, that help is really gonna turn into me just it's extra.
Being irritated.
Correct.
That's what I get.
Oh, but anywho, and so we started there, then we went into compromise,
And then we went into potential.
and we went into potential.
Oh man.
I think potential is a great thing. Now, I did see a comment
Yes.
about that. I got to go up
Oh,
again.
and I got to go back to that other
Hold
comment that you
on.
said too, Ronnie.
There was something about
Which one?
potential that TJ said. It was something about sports. Oh, oh yeah. So TJ said in the sports they say potential gets coaches fired. The person with potential has to have the desire to realize that potential or it's wasted energy for everyone.
Wow.
So
That's
here's
good.
what I'm gonna say,
That's good.
because I know that for me, I was like,
Put that
hey,
on the screen for the people.
sure. I was like, for me, I was like, hey, if you don't have goals, it's okay. If you got potential, I can work with it. Now, here's the thing I also want to put a pin in that. It's a process. And
Yes.
sometimes you got to dig through some layers. It's not easy. So it ain't no easy project. So if you're looking for, if you meet somebody and you're like, oh, this person has potential, hit a pause, ask yourself, are you going to be able to endure the process that it may take for you to even get to that potential? Because Jeff had a whole lot of layers. We both did. But I'm just saying, you know, don't make that face there. Because now this is the other thing. It's the crazy. Because it was like we got married, but we didn't even know ourselves. So
Lord
we
knows.
had all this expectation for each other, but we didn't even know our own self. I mean, we were
Exactly.
just,
And here's a funny
just
thing.
doing stuff.
We were. I was 27.
Is that right?
Yeah. You. No. Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Let's go back. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't have a birthday yet.
You were 28.
Yeah, I
So
was 28.
27 and 28 when we
Yeah,
got married.
that
And I
was
know people were like, oh, that was late. That was old. And we still didn't know.
when I say we were just as
Just as green.
unlearned, so unlearned.
It
Oh my
was
God.
it was a lot. And it doesn't matter how old you are,
Yeah.
you do have to mature and you do have to communicate.
Yes.
I did want to go back to that comment that you said, Ronnie, about building a man. Oh,
That's the thing, you guys. I've heard from some older women um that you got to train them. I've heard that before.
we are
Um
not dogs.
oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I've heard that phrase. You got to teach them. You got to train them. Uh, You got to shape him, mold it, all that type of stuff. Um, I think you have to put that in context because the one thing you don't want to be is manipulative. Nobody likes to be manipulated. You know what I mean? Let's not. What's that word? Um, emasculate. How do you say it?
What are you trying to say?
Um, Basically, you don't want to desensitize the other person or emasculate them. I think I'm saying that properly.
Okay,
So you don't want to do that. In other words, you never want to be condescending to someone.
correct.
Um, I would say not build a man per se, but I just think that it's something. And I'm a woman. I love women, but it's got to be something about that. Because why do you always hear phrases like that? Build a man, but I don't hear nobody saying build a woman.
Now some people
And
did. Ice T did.
um, that's another arena. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Um, he got lifestyle choice. That's your business. Um, but I'm just saying, like that whole build a person. I guess that kind of gets to me because why am I trying to build you and I'm not your creator? That's not my job. I didn't. I'm not even your parent. It is not my job to parent you. Okay, we can help each other grow, but at the end of the day, I'm not your master. I'm not your creator, and you not mine. What like I don't own you, and you don't own me.
Well,
Like
I think people do try to do it because I'll say this because we try it out when we're dating because we'll be like, oh, I think you look nice in this, you know, then and then
Mhm.
that is so.
no, but we
You're
oh
right. You're right.
well, why don't you do your hair like this?
I've seen
Oh,
situations like that.
and that's how it starts. And some is good intentions because some people need
I get it. Some people
some
need a glow up.
right, but then
I
some.
get that.
But then my thing is, what is your reason? Because
Mm,
some people have an idea or a picture of how they want their
what you
man,
want your
or
man to
Right.
be. Oh,
what you want them to look like,
yeah,
how you want them to dress,
yeah,
what kind of vehicle, what kind
yeah.
like you have this whole.
Right.
That's what we're supposed to talk. You got this whole fantasy, this whole fairy
So is it
tale.
really you trying to build a man, or are you just trying to build a fantasy?
But that's what you are. You're building the man to be in your fantasy. Your fantasy is not going to be real until you have the man or the woman
Exactly.
in your life that looks the way in the picture. It has to look that way, and they have to treat you that way.
I
And
just feel like fantasy's not gonna hold you down.
fantasy never holds you down. That's the problem. Everybody's
And
living
that's
in
the
this.
thing, because normally once you finish building this person, y'all end up separating anyway. Because now you done gave this person, you done recreated this person. This is a new creature, a new invention, and they're about to go out into this world and stunt their new selves because you no longer are serving them of any purpose.
But you know what that reminds me of? That reminds, unfortunately, you see those situations where like men pour into women so that they can get work done. So that they get work done, and now they got this body. They got, they done got themselves together. And the next thing you know, they leaving him, and now they moving on to the next because now they done got all fixed up, and now you feel like you have a certain status or something, and that's not like, yeah,
My thing is this:
that's not cool.
if you want work done, I'll say it like this: what's the purpose?
Yeah,
What's your mental for getting it done? That's where I'll try to leave it there because there's people who get work done. Like, are you getting work done so that you can get attention, or you just don't feel good about yourself? And then why don't you feel good about? We don't ask these questions, man.
some people be scarred.
Some
I've
people,
heard some women like they get the work done. Either they feel pressured because of the line of business that they're in. Um, some just don't like how they look, and then some just a traumatic experience. You'd be amazed at what a traumatic experience will cause you to do
but here's the thing:
because you're
because you
just
didn't,
trying to feel better.
but because you didn't put the work in, because everybody's getting these little quick fixes, you don't have the discipline to keep.
And
the body that you got.
Lord knows it's discipline. You hear me?
But I just
It's discipline.
we keep trying to build people, and my thing is nobody's to be built. What you're supposed to be. This is Jeff. I feel like you're supposed to be a mirror for that person, and you got to be able to show that person the parts of them that they don't see, and then with time, you have the key
To
to
help them
unlock
grow.
right to unlock different potentials and different levels into people so they can become who they're meant to be.
Ooh, I got something.
Go ahead.
So you know how we always say it takes a community when it comes to children? Guess
Mm-hmm.
what? It takes a community when it comes to
You
relationships.
think so?
Look at it. We had a look at
Go
what
ahead.
we
Go ahead.
have.
Break it down for me.
So we have a select group of people that we take wise counsel from
True.
when it comes to our relationship. And that has helped us over the years. So I would say yes, it takes a community, even in relationships. You just got to be selective about who's in your community because you want wise counsel. You don't want emotional counsel.
Uh,
You don't want biased counsel. You want wise counsel. You want wisdom. So, you know, someone always said, and it's always, you want to get someone who's where you're trying to get to. Like it's okay to be the small fish in the pond sometimes. Sometimes you got to get into a different pond. You know what I'm saying? I love talking to people who've been married. Yes, wisdom and truth. I love people who've been married for
yes.
like 20 and 30 years. I'm always
Mm-hmm.
talking to them. I love talking to the senior community, those who are like 70 and
Hey,
80 years
yes.
old. I'm asking them, hey, what are you eating now? What do you do? You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I'm looking to go.
Correct.
Right.
If you're looking to go up, you gotta look up. You know what I'm saying? So you need to find people. If you're in your 40s, find somebody in your 50s to grab some wisdom from.
Yeah.
Yeah. You in your 30s, grab someone that's in their 40s. Because I'm pretty sure just about any female in her 40s is gonna tell you it's different in your 40s. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's different in your 40s than in your 30s.
I agree
So
with
you
you
just, yeah.
because I'm a person. As a matter of fact, we was last
Put
weekend.
somebody
Yeah.
do a POV on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we was out and you was buying some jewelry. You was buying
Oh
earrings,
yeah, I did get
and
some. Okay,
it
yeah.
was this couple there. The people that were selling it, they were a
Right.
couple, and they was married for like 20 what
I
20
thought it
something?
was almost 30
30
years.
years. You're right, 30 years.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick your brain. You've been married for 30 years. Please
You're right. They
tell
be
me
having all the tea.
Right.
like tell me
Like we listening.
we listen to and you know what the first thing they'll tell you? One of the first things I ever heard from an older person that was married for a long time, they said, "Don't sweat the small stuff. You get so caught up on stupid stuff that you let it mess up a good marriage. Let the small things go.
Yeah.
It's not important. Pick your pick your battles. Like, is this
Right.
really like? Am I going to die on this hill about what? About pots and pans, or about a bed, or about the trash being taken out, or what? Come on, man. Like,
Mhm.
don't like you gotta that man, and they just be just as happy. I'm like, I can't wait. Like, we already got a little banter, but the way I love seeing the older people how they talk to each
I'm
other.
gonna tell you one thing.
That is
Yes.
me.
The older husbands, they be like, they just be like, okay, if that's what you want to do, all
Right.
right, let's just go ahead and
It's so easy peasy.
it's like easy breezy. They just shooting the breeze.
Right.
All right,
Nobody is catching feelings.
nope.
Like you say what you said and how you said it, and I respond, and they go about their business.
Yeah.
You're gonna say your comment because my thing is at the end of the where we going? I I see that too.
Yeah.
I
Some
tell you,
some
people
people
can
can't.
make it three. Let me tell you something. Our first 2 years,
I ain't gonna front. It was dark.
they were rough.
Yeah. Right.
And it didn't get no easier to years 3 and 4 either. But the first 2 years,
It was.
living together, trying to learn each other, we're still learning ourselves.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
It's about. It
It's
was around about year 6.
yeah, it was year 6.
It started shaping up.
We got because we had to get past year 5. Year 5 was our make or break year.
Right. And then 6, it just
Yeah,
started
we
shaping.
got to our place.
You know what I mean? You
But
ain't had no bumps and stuff.
let me tell you something. And everybody be like, "Oh, it's up and down." And but no, let me tell you something. For years straight, years 2, 3, and 4. Oh, it was going. It was. I thought, oh, this is done. This is.
You remember that cartoon where the plane was in the
Yes.
car and this is going. Oh
It was no, but you have to be honest. And I feel like I'm an advocate that any relationship can make it because anybody can change.
yeah,
I'm a firm believer that people can change.
you can change.
So I know people be like, "Oh, once a dog, always a dog. Oh, once a cheetah."
That's
I
not
I don't
true.
I don't agree with that.
You can
I
change.
I feel like
It's possible.
anybody can change. That's just me. That's my belief. You don't have to agree with that. I don't care. I believe that people can change. Everybody has the capability to change. Now, whether they choose to or not,
It's true.
it's a choice.
Right.
That's gonna be on one of the merchandise. It's a choice. Change is
Period.
uh no, but no, we was going, man, it was rough. But I will say
But at
if
the
you
same,
stick it out,
yeah, yeah.
and it takes communication.
Yes.
It takes a lot. It takes some hard conversations. It takes some hard looks in the mirror at yourself, but you have to put in the work. People be wanting these. I'm talking about the real 20, 30 year, 50 year marriages, not the ones where you just miserable and y'all sleeping in other rooms and stuff like that. I ain't talking about that. I don't want that. I'm talking about the real marriages when you still love each other, you still care for each other, and y'all are having fun and enjoying life together.
Hmm.
You gotta work. It's gonna take work. Don't get married if you don't want to work. Don't believe that fairy tale movie stuff. It's a lie.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a long time. Who
I,
does?
let me tell you something.
Who got?
I love them.
That's a long time. I mean,
And that's what I'm talking and that's the stuff that I'm talking about. 70,
yeah,
70 years is ridiculous.
like wow, that's big.
That
It's
is lovely.
and I love seeing with that. And matter of fact, Mom, we gotta set that up. I gotta see them. I gotta see them. Cause for real,
I
y'all
never,
think I'm
I
joking?
never met.
I know, I know. But I do want to sit down with them. I do. Like I said, I'm true to my word. I love older couples. I
Hey,
will sit there and listen. I ain't gotta say a word.
like,
You tell me whatever. I'm listening. And
that's
we gonna laugh, but I'm gonna take every jewel that you got.
yeah.
I'm serious because they teach you more than just marriage. They teach you about life. They teach you about yourself. They got 70 years together.
And they eat responsibly too. So I be checking what they be eating. I'm like,
My
so
thing,
what
it's
y'all?
so much knowledge. We gotta get back to respecting our older community.
Yeah,
Now, granted, some of the older community ain't acting right.
I know
I
it's
gotta call
tough.
y'all out.
It's
But
tough because that generational age gap. It can be hard.
but no, but you see, like we said, the wise ones, the
Yeah.
ones that you see stuff in, sit down, help them out every now and again. I'm just saying, you will be amazed the jewel that you get from being with an older person. Dead serious.
I love talking to them.
What we got? What's he say?
She said her parents got married after 3 months. Ooh, wow. And were together until her mom passed. They were together 20 years.
Wow.
That's a great number.
Yeah. It's
Listen, nowadays, because I mean, some people don't make it a year. I'm
they
being honest.
don't.
It's unfortunate, but it's true.
because they didn't do the work. But that's what I'm saying. Like that goes back to the dating phase though, because the dating phase, dating is just another word for data. You're collecting data, but you're collecting the wrong data. You're not asking the right question.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna tell you, nobody really likes to talk about finance, but you guys, if you're gonna be serious, it's a good thing to talk about. Talk about your credit. Talk about where you are financially because that can put strain on a relationship. I mean, let's just be real.
And I'll say this: um, check people's behavior patterns.
That too.
Let me tell you something. No, like really, because I'm gonna ask people about you.
It's okay to
Your
do
close friends don't lie. Friends, don't lie. If your person if they got a temper, let me know
no,
they got
because
a
I
temper.
think it's like not even bad to go take like, hey, let's go to the therapist. Let's just do a little evaluation. Let's check and see how their mental health is. Because back we didn't do that. We didn't do all that. But it's not a
Mm-mm.
bad thing. It's not a bad
Yeah,
thing. Like,
and I get what people saying. I do want. Here's the. I know this is gonna sound so bad, but it's true. I want to see you mad because the first time I seen you mad is when we married. That's trouble.
I didn't want to see it.
Not like that, but no.
What? I you guys.
I think I saw Jamal's bed.
Oh God, he's for one person I don't
I
see.
want to say it was the day after I moved up here.
Listen, I like for Jamal to stay calm. I love you. Okay.
Y'all
And
always
look,
talking about my
y'all,
brother.
I
Where
I
my
am.
didn't
brother
know
at?
what to do.
Let me text my brother.
I like. I will call him if
I'm
it's
not
an
gonna lie.
extreme.
He scared the crap out of me. He went off. A wall
Emergency.
got punched. He stormed out, and I was like, mind you, this is this day after I moved up here. Here I go. Oh my god.
Yeah, I told you that day. Jeff hopped out the car and it was still rolling. I said, "Well," I mean, I just said, I was like, I mean, I don't,
I was
I was like,
upset.
I
what
really
did
couldn't.
I
I don't
sign up for? What is this?
do like that.
I was upset,
But
and
then I remember one day I was pregnant with Soraya, and apparently that hormone thing is real, y'all. Because I got up one morning and he said something, and I just went left. And I did come back and apologize, but in the moment, you don't feel like you're snapping, but
like I said,
hormones was kicking in. It was really
oh, we gonna blame it on the hormones.
absolutely. Because
All these years later, okay.
I just,
Is it still the hormones?
I'm telling you, because let's it take a while for you to get back in balance after you have children, okay? And then as you begin to, grow, sometimes some things change. Okay?
Yes, I was highly upset. And see,
Yes, the car was still
yes, the car was still rolling. She was still driving. Dead serious.
and I kept driving
And
because I
here's the
was
funny
like,
thing. And I made a clean transition too. I was talking about that thing was it was clean. I wish it was on video because I would look real smooth. But not
it was a little lighter on his feet.
wait a minute.
Oh,
Yes.
you better believe it.
I was hot. See, but I didn't want to stay in the car and have a whole Chris Brown and Rihanna moment.
Because that's how I
Wait,
felt.
what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clarify.
I'm just saying I didn't want to have an incident in the car.
Because that's the whole. Because I used to tell him,
Right, right.
I was like, you taller than me, you bigger than me.
Tell me.
So therefore, I'm gonna find something.
Because
And
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
take
you're
you there.
insinuating that
I'm gonna say
Sheila was going to hit you and
I'm
you was
telling
going
you
to hit her
now.
back.
Sheila was a hitter. Sheila was a hitter.
What are you talking about? I never hit you, baby.
That's a lie from the pit,
Would
baby.
you stop it?
No, I'm trying to say, you don't
I
remember.
don't know what you're talking about.
I know you don't. Maybe
I
you was
don't
just
hit
upset.
you.
I didn't say you do hit me. I said you did hit me. That's passive. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Oh
Okay.
gosh.
Jeff is strong. Okay. Okay. Now,
What does that got to do
he
with you
never
hitting
he
me?
never used it.
And this is what I'm saying. She always had to. This is why I don't.
No, because y'all, like, say you're like, and I don't want to say that because that sounds bad. I need another word.
Because she would punch me and then be like, "That didn't hurt. That didn't hurt you. How you know? You're not my body,
No, wait a
and
minute.
you
Now
hit
you
kind
have
of hard."
shown me some stuff, and you be telling me that,
No, you're not. See, you think I'm different times. But
huh?
okay, we'll leave it
You
alone.
said it
We'll
put
leave
some
it.
effort into it. I'm just,
I'm not talking about that time. But anyway,
mm,
it's another time. That's
well,
it's in the past. It was
okay.
it was in those dark
I
years.
probably had too much fear. Okay,
You can blame it on that.
don't do that.
Uh, uh,
Okay,
uh, 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 uh,
all right. We
You
know
uh,
know
that.
what?
uh,
All right.
uh,
All right, sir.
mm.
That's enough.
What? I'm just saying. I'm
Bring it.
just
Bring it in.
what?
Bring it in.
I didn't say
Bring
nothing.
it in.
See what I'm saying? Why you pinching me?
Stop it.
See what I'm saying, Ronnie?
She
I'm
give you one of those in church. Your grandma pinch you because you're making noise.
right, right, right.
Sometimes, because Jeff is very playful, and sometimes he kind of
I'm not playing though. I can't be playful without. I wasn't playing right there. But
But
anyway,
on that note, and
on
then
that
he
note,
sets the kids off, and then everybody gets playful, and I'm just like, so that's just what we're
that's
doing.
Oh,
that's
I understand that. I call y'all kid firecrackers because the whole house can be quiet. We can be walking in the store.
if the house
It's
too
not the
quiet. Yeah.
kids. It's the daddy. Why are y'all making all this noise?
I mean, I watch them in action. Okay, he'll just
It'd
walk
be a
in,
whole party.
mm-hmm,
Sounding like Madagascar in the house.
trip somebody.
I will trip a kid. Yes.
I had to get him to stop that because I was like, "Babe, this is hazardous. You cannot keep doing this." I also had to get them because thank you, Jamal, who showed them hot hands. I said, "We're not doing that. No, you can't."
He showed the kids hot hands.
Yes. And then I want to say Jeff, at one point, the girls was small then, and they was doing the whole, the plucking thing. And I was like, no, what in the world?
They want to pluck. They gonna get.
Not my- I'm like,
No.
that's why we had to have a son. 'Cause I said,
This is so embarrassing as a
No,
unit,
even with
especially in
my son,
public.
he'd be like, "Babe, you being too rough with him."
he's free spirit. Okay. I had to,
As,
We
as
do have to tell y'all to pump y'all brakes.
no, because they keep challenging us, and we cannot. This is just nature.
I mean, now so,
No,
and he
because
feels like he got to be super strong now, so he
That's
can.
why you feel like it's nature to go super hard at the kids.
no, they just need to know who's the alpha male.
No, I will say this.
They do because my thing is when they because any male
Yeah.
once they take over their dad, like if they beat their dad or stuff, they don't respect him no more.
Here's my thing. Now, I will say this because I have a strong daughter. I mean, both my girls are strong, but one is a little more, uh,
Aggressive.
one's a little more passionate. Okay,
Okay.
and there are times when she would, try to approach me, and then I got to cut you down. All right,
I'm just saying. See,
because
but
what
you
you
understand?
not, because what you're not gonna do. I'm like, honey, I'm like the people on the social media. I said, try Jesus, don't try me. You are not. I said, please never forget that I'm your mother and you are the child. I don't care how old you get, it will not change.
I'm just saying he challenged, but that's the same thing. Your son challenges me.
But y'all, you keep triggering them.
I don't trigger him.
They
He's
I watch you. You'll walk by and they watch the TV.
no.
Now, this is Jeff, reenactment. The kids are watching TV, they're quiet, they minding their business. Jeff will walk by, oh, how quiet. And then he do like this. And he thinks I don't see him. And he do like, babe, you see, the kids, they're not listening to you. They're doing what you said.
Now hold up. There's two different times. Now it depends.
This Jeff.
It depends. Now with Soraya, because Soraya is more of the sly, slick, like stick your tongue out at you, say something real quick. She'll give me a little highlight. She'll give me like a up, down, once over.
Right.
I don't appreciate that. See, she ain't gonna say much, but she gonna hurt. It's her. Her main residence. So what I would do is like, especially if she would be like, "Hey, make sure your rooms are clean" or something like that. For her, yes, I will go in there and I will toss her room, just like we was in boot camp, Ronnie. Like I would toss her room real quick and then run out, and then be like, "Sheila,
You see what I'm
look at the
saying?
room." I
People
will do
who
that.
see what I'm saying.
I
You
will.
know what?
I will flip her
And
bed.
now it
That
looks,
is childish.
now it looks like she ain't done nothing. You
Correct.
see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yes.
This is what I'm talking about, people. This is what yeah.
You
Welcome,
gotta grow up, Jeff. You gotta grow up.
welcome to our home.
It depends. Like it's for
And
me.
then, oh my God, and if you put the three of them together, oh God, no,
Nah,
no.
you gotta have some fun
Let
with
me
this.
tell you something.
I stole all the kids'
I don't
snacks
know
and
if
hid
you
it
watching.
in the house.
I don't know if my brother-in-law was watching, but this was good to me. So you know, we was all at the house that day. I'm holding on to this. I'm a one and done. I'm not gonna play the game again unless I'm playing with the kids. I'm a button pusher. Y'all know. I don't even know how to play these games, but I played that wrestling game and I won. That's right. Y'all remember it. I'm holding on to my one win. Oh, that thing burnt Corey up. He wanted a rematch. I said, I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. Because that's them. They're so competitive. Oh, good God.
They are.
You won't hear the end of it. You will not.
Nah,
You put them three together, you're going to be up all night. I'm like, I'm not doing this.
I got that from my mama. Well, I got it
Oh,
from my
you-
mama and my
You
dad.
think okay?
No, we're competitive by nature.
I mean, they are, and it's like, it trickles down to the kids because Janaya, listen, I gotta eat my Wheaties and lift weights and stuff because she's still up here talking about you want a piece of me. I'm like, no, I don't want a
See
piece
what
of
I'm saying?
you. That came from you. And then he showed them wrestling. So you know what they want to do now? She's like, you owe me a rematch. I'm like, Janaya, I can keep going.
Let her beat you, and then she gonna rule over you.
I'm not gonna do that either.
I just said,
You not.
King of the jungle,
I'm not letting you have that.
queen of the jungle.
No, I'll sit on you if I can.
Well, you won't let them beat you. I think this is.
I mean, I can't because I ain't gonna never hear them end of it.
Let me tell you something. Another reason I do this because my kids are in suburbia. Let me tell you something. So my kids are suburban kids.
You still
And
trying to get us some grit day.
you can't give people grit, but they're gonna at least learn a little something. Like they gonna learn something. So yes, me and my kids wrestle. Now granted, they're not gonna beat me. But my thing is if I'm what they're used to fighting or going against, when they go against somebody their own age and their own size, they're gonna crucify them. That's my thinking on that. That's all I gotta say on that.
I'm just thankful they are a little heart driven because so this is what I do. If I get tired and I really want to tap out, right? I just be like, all right, y'all. I'm like, oh, I think they be like, oh, mommy's hurt. We gotta stop. I was like, yeah, that part. Am I
Okay, taking injury.
listen, I can't keep tussling on this floor for
And
hours and
that's why
hours.
they think you old. They be like, oh yeah, mama in her back, she ooh. See?
Oh my God. Josiah would try to walk me down the steps today, y'all.
Um,
I said, son, you don't need to walk me down the steps. And then Jania's counting my steps. She was like, you got to take it 1, 2 at a time. I said, no, I don't need you.
Because you're always faking these injuries. That's what's up.
I said, I don't need you to count my steps. I can walk on my own. I don't know. I was like, y'all just go on. I'm done. I blame them. I do. But anyway,
here we are. We didn't talk about some of everything.
Your mama done came into agreement, y'all.
Yes, we're competitive.
yes.
If you're gonna do something, because I'm not a person of we're doing this just for fun. Okay, if there's something to win,
that's what I do.
There's a person to win. I'm gonna try to win.
But y'all take competitive to a whole nother level. Like it be attitudes and
they might not talk for a day or two.
Right. I'd be like, oh my God, we were playing a game.
It just went left.
It depends on if the rules were followed or somebody cheated. It's a lot. It's a lot of factors into that.
No.
Forward. And you wonder why I don't play the smart game? No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even get into that because we all
I
know
just want,
I got the hot tempered hot tamale over here.
like I said,
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something.
I
Hold on. I got a story for that. Cause let me tell you something. Jamal, like Mama up here, she can tell me we would play Monopoly. Jamal is the one that will flip the board. He let me say, Jamal, like that's how the game was. We never got to finish because Jamal would. I'm talking about like violently, like pieces everywhere. You owe me
I
rent.
just want y'all to know he laughing.
don't understand.
Let him have to pay rent like 3 rows in a row. He's flipping the board.
I get it. So y'all, for a little bit, I had to stop playing Monopoly because it just got so serious to me. But it just got so serious to the point where I just started cussing the people out. So I had to put Monopoly down.
That Monopoly had you cussing.
It really did. I was getting real mad. I was like, I gotta put the Monopoly. I put the Monopoly down for a little bit.
What you mean? No, you're not.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I
Jamal
just get
said
nervous.
he-
Yes,
he-
Incredible Hulk.
Yes, he was Jamal. There's too many witnesses, bro.
I
You.
don't know,
It
Jamal.
really is.
Man, you
I
flip the
mean,
board.
card games, the cards get turned
Yeah.
inside out. Bowling, he got to send the ball down 100 miles per hour.
It's a lot. It's a
You
lot.
know what? We haven't done bowling together.
Oh, God.
Now,
Corey and T played with us. I
Jeff
don't
is
know if they
serious
remember,
about
but
his
that got
bowling.
real
I like to
spicy.
win. I like to win. You know
Jeff
what?
is serious about his bowling.
We gotta line that up. T, Corey. We got
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
Yeah,
First of all three of y'all together, so that's already
I
triple
know.
the competition. Oh, my God.
No,
They're
you're
going to put us
playing.
out the bowling alley.
Because what you're not gonna
You're
do
playing.
is you're not gonna ride me the whole game up and down.
No, we're not on the
No,
same team. Like we're on
Jeff
the same
gets
team.
real like
If we're on a team and you're my teammate that's holding me down, like yes, I'm be like
your mama said y'all won't play Monopoly with her.
she's a cheater.
Oh,
Love you, mama.
geez.
Mama be cheating.
All right, we got to set it up then.
Yeah. Now, let me tell you right now. We just can't do Monopoly as a family because it's not
And
gonna work. Somebody's
that's
gonna
I'm not gonna
fine.
play.
somebody's gonna get shot.
Bump that. I'll just be the banker, but I ain't
No,
getting in that.
the banker gets stabbed too. That because people be taking money out of the bank. People be taking the money out of free parking. It's just
See, so
So in
y'all
other
got a
words,
problem with each other cheating.
y'all just need to play on the PlayStation and call it a day.
no, because people don't even like that because then
I love Monopoly on the PlayStation.
I'm not saying I don't like it. See, my thing is I don't like the people who be if I'm brokering a deal and then you up here talking. Don't be talking through my deal, and you don't even got a good counter offer. You just up here just trying to stop me from getting what I'm trying to get. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
isn't that the point of Monopoly?
you know,
No,
we
no.
just gonna have to do. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about it. Let's just try bowling first, and we'll see how that pans out. I'm
With
gonna
us
bring the kids,
laughing and them three with their face frowned up.
bring the kids just as a safety. Y'all, I got a funny story for y'all. Let me tell y'all about what happened today. Oh my
What
God.
happened today?
I haven't seen. I thought it was dead, but I see that it's on reserve,
What was
right?
going on?
So we went to run an errand, and we were coming back home, and this car did not yield. Now technically, that car was wrong. Now first of all, I want to say, you know, just
Hold on. Let me tell you something. Let me
no,
tell
I
you.
got you. The car came, it did not yield. So the car's coming at us. So all of a sudden, Jeff just lays on the horn. And I felt like he had a blankout moment because he's just like, "Bah," and the car kept going, cut him off of everything. Oh, Jeff got pissed. He hit that gas. The car lifted up. I said, babe, we're in here with you. We're here.
Okay, let
You
me.
can't do that. He was like, you're right. I'm sorry. He was gonna go chase the car down. I said, no, you
I
can't.
wasn't gonna chase him. Like so, let me tell you. This is what happened.
He was
Ronnie,
gonna
you
go
you
chase them
you
down.
know you know the turn to get into where we stay at, right?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
and they got the yield. I got the light. I'm going. They
Oh
coming
my
around the
God.
corner.
Oh my
Literally, they like
God.
this close to hitting me, and they keep going.
No.
So I did. I laid on the horn, and
I
then
mean,
and they kept going, and they gave me a little look in the mirror.
oh, he got some
That's
stuff.
it. And I ain't gonna lie. I promise you, I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I told Sheila, I was like, my bad. I forgot Jones in the car. I literally, I ain't gonna lie. I hit the gas hard because I was about to wreck them.
I
I'm
said,
not even
no,
gonna
no,
lie.
no.
I
I
was
said,
about,
no, no, no.
I was going to
I
flip
said,
that car.
first of all, I said, wrong car. This one's paid for. Let's not do that. Okay?
Yeah, now if it was the other car that's not paid
Wrong.
for,
Wrong car. All right?
but no, I ain't gonna lie.
And
Like,
it's a good car. Okay?
I don't even know where that came from. That road rage is real.
I mean, it did stay
Yes.
out for
It
60
did.
seconds.
Oh, I was about because you know that little area they had to bend that corner. I was already on that hind pot. I'm telling you right now. I was about to I was about to turn that thing. Dude, they won't go make the corner. I'm telling you that right now. And I would have kept going.
We got you, Miss
Anyway,
Pat. We're going to count you in for bowling.
I'm just saying I was in a place.
Y'all, that's our funny story for today. When I say for 60 seconds, Jeff hit a Dr. Jekyll. So the people, I had to
I
reel,
did. I needed my
I
wife.
had to reel him back in real quick. I'm glad I was there because I don't know.
No,
Stepped
no,
onto the bad side.
no, really.
Okay,
No, really. I was going like that was my intentions was to
you
flip.
know, because
I
I
was
was
about to flip
like,
the car.
the,
I was
ki-
gonna flip
the
that car.
kids are in the back seat. I was like, the kids, we can't. Woo! Listen,
Oh no, no. I don't care.
they was trying to.
They got
I don't
no. Oh, let me tell you something. What I was about to do to that car, they wouldn't have been able to shoot.
say no. You
I'm
see,
just saying.
so what
I
I want
wasn't
to
in a
say
good place.
to
I'm sorry.
you. So this is that other side. I don't know if you've seen that. I mean, because I'm seeing some similar characteristics.
I have matured a lot.
Uh huh.
This side doesn't. That was a rare
I'm seeing
occasion.
some similar characteristics um through the bloodline here,
Oh yes.
and
Okay, this is changing. We're not gonna do this. Like,
I'm just saying.
what we
I
not gonna
mean, y'all seen Jamal's mini.
I I didn't
Now that one there, oh jeez.
say calm because I just that's one of the people that I'd be like I'm just gonna walk away, and I can't guarantee nobody's safety, but I'm a cover.
do. Now you
I'm
got
a
T looking at my brother.
I'm a let me well listen.
Corey Teddy Bear.
Okay, all right, sure, sure, sure.
What?
I'm not saying that he's not. I don't know.
All I guess I have not seen. Hold on. I don't think I've seen either one of y'all's. No, I've heard about it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've heard about. No, wait, I did. I've heard some stories about Corey.
What are y'all doing? We are not doing. Okay, never mind.
I have
All
heard
right. And
because
on that note, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
We're
me and
just proving a point. Y'all got it honestly.
Okay.
yeah. I mean, it's okay.
It's all
Everybody
right.
get a little upset sometimes. It happens.
Okay.
We all have moments sometimes, you know. But anywho, we want to thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. You guys rock. And I also want to say to those of you who watch the playback, or even if you just watch the clips, we thank you for watching. We enjoy all of your comments. We thank y'all for liking. We thank y'all for sharing.
Yeah.
And for those of you who watch and maybe you don't comment, and that's okay. But even not, you can hit the like button. That's much appreciated.
And as always, comments are always welcome.
Yeah,
Ideas for different
right,
different shows.
right.
Definitely let us know.
Yes.
Yeah,
We will throw it in there.
yeah. 'Cause I got
What we got some ideas. Look, we don't care. We'll talk about
Yeah, we'll
any
see
topic.
what the next POV is gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Or
But
even if you see something you think we should talk about.
yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
we do like we like topics. So
Yes.
well T is like the best. I mean she sends stuff all the time. I be trying to keep up. Like she finds all the little clips and everything.
Yes.
So she helps me. But we appreciate you guys watching. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Honey, do you have any closing? You have anything you want to leave the people with for now? Until the next time?
Until the next time.
Yeah.
I'm not this angry person that you done painted me to be. Um,
I
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
well,
We
you
didn't
know,
call
and
anybody
honestly,
angry.
I don't think it was. I think maybe you just kind of went into a protective mode. We were
Right.
all in the car.
Y'all have y'all moments.
I'll take that.
We were all in the car, and maybe you were just thinking, the person but truthfully, they were trying to, they were about to hit us.
Right.
Maybe it's just a protection mode.
So,
And I get that. A male, protecting their family.
I'm just gonna let you know I'm the jumper outer, but we're gonna leave that alone.
that's what I'm talking about.
And that's why we don't be sharing everything with you, Ron, too, because we want you to stay. We want you to stay calm.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
No,
That's all.
that's all. No,
Chitty.
no. Yeah, try to keep peace. So
But
peace is great.
no, we appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in to the good, the bad,
For
the
sure.
ugly. We have told you
Yes.
good. We done told you some bad, and you done heard some ugly too. Uh, please stay tuned for the next episode, which would be the 17th.
I'm with you too.
The
Yes,
17th,
T.
7th, right? That's right. The
I think
7th.
that's right. The 17th.
The 17th will be our next episode. That'll be episode 14. We've been with y'all. We've been doing this.
14. Yeah.
We appreciate y'all. Thank you for every subscription. Please like, please like, share. We're trying to get to at least 1,000, guys.
1,000 subscribers.
Yes,
All right, I'm getting sleepy for real. I'm doing stuff.
1,000 subscribers. Um, it will just help us get some extra perks
It
so
just
that we can make
broadens our
y'all.
reach.
It
Helps us to
does.
reach more people.
And we're trying to do some extra things for y'all. Just give y'all some behind the scenes stuff, and
Right.
it's gonna
For sure.
it's gonna be great. But we appreciate y'all. That's all I have. Sheila,
So I just will say something related to the topic because the topic is the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what I will say is in relationships, you get all that, but don't think that it's always grounds for dismissal. Sometimes you have to peel back layers. You know what I'm saying? And things typically get a little ugly before they get good. You know what I mean? So even if you're in a situation that doesn't look the way that you want it to look, that was the other piece. You have to have vision. You gotta have vision. If you have a vision for y'all's relationship, then you'll be able to endure the unpleasant things.
I agree.
But relationships to me are very much like wine. They're better with time.
You worked on that one. Yeah, that
I
you
really did.
you had,
It just came off the top. I really did.
you had that one sitting.
These moments are impromptu, y'all. I just go with it.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
What I'm going to say is don't let the vision and potential of that someone has that you have for someone blind you from seeing that is how you envision them and not how they envision themselves.
That's good. All right. Oh, I almost did it again.
See, you about to do it. See what I'm saying?
Good job, Ronnie.
Right. They up here spitting bars at the end.
We gotta find. So
What?
I wanna call you by your name. It's just like we gotta work
Okay.
something out. I need a compromise.
But with that, we're gonna close out this
Yes.
episode. From us at the Satchel POV, we thank you for letting us share our point of view with you. Good night, guys.
Good night.
That was good, right?
That was
That was good. That's
Good
good.
night, y'all.
We're gonna close that like
You
that
felt
for
the
now.
motivation. We got it. We got it.
Good night, y'all.